Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning, everyone, again. Madam Clerk just let me know that they're having some technical difficulties in the courtroom and they're going to be up shortly, but they have to make some adjustments or something over there. Okay?
All right.
All right.
All
Thank you,
right.
Mr.
Plan. Thank you.
Yes, no worries.
you know you got a meter over at the plant. So, call me. Just, you know, let me know.
Okay.
I'm just running to the bank. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Bye.
All right.
Mm. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Boomer.
Mr. Johnson, Lewis Johnson, can you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Mr. Van Pelt, please stay muted. Thank you.
Sorry.
We ready?
Yes, go Judge.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. Good morning to each of you. It's good to see you on this morning. I have a couple of things that are going on this morning. And so, Ms. Mack, let me give you these files to take. They'll go down today. So these are from yesterday. All right, very good. And so we have a couple of things going on this morning. So be patient. We're going to get to you. Make sure you keep your eyes and ears open because I may ask you what somebody reported on this morning. We also have individuals that should be joining us from our veteran stand down. And so please let me know when they have come so that we can work and get them in and get them service. Today is our Veterans Court Day. And so that's who I'm starting off with on this morning, our veterans. I have a few individuals, one second, that are veterans, I believe, that are going to complete on today. I have one veteran that's completing on today, and he is already smiling. And so I am so happy for you on this morning. Could not be happier. I'm going to start off as usual. Have our attorneys please place your appearance on the record. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Veterans Court, Drug Court, Specialty Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you. And I believe my co-counsel, Mr. Fikens, is physically in the courtroom this morning, Judge.
He is physically in the courtroom. Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney. And I would make a similar motion as my esteemed colleague, Mr. Reed, who's joining us via Zoom.
All right, awesome. I am granting both of your motions on this morning. Let's go to Mr. Kusheri.
Thank you, Honorable Judge. Good morning. Daniel Kusheri, Veterans Justice Outreach Coordinator with the Detroit VA.
All right, Mr. Kusheri, good morning. Good to see you. And then I have Mr. Parker. Go ahead and place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Parker, Veterans Treatment Court Mentor for 36th District Court. Good morning again.
All right. Good morning. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. And then Mr. Yancey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Everybody, Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court and Veterans Court.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Yancey. Let's do it. Ms. Cleveland, you can place your appearance on. I'm going to start with my Veterans Treatment Court this morning, but go ahead and place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, Case Manager for Specialty Court.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Let's do it. We are going to start with our completion from Veterans Court, and that is none other than Stephen Paul Boomer. I have the following cases. SP 13337602 and case number 22056610001. Mr. Boomer, please state your full name for the record.
Stephen Paul Boomer.
All right, today is your day, sir. I am happy for you. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
You have been with us since July 5th of 2022. You came into this program, you had a lot of things going on. You weren't taking care of yourself the way that you should have been. And you were able to direct your attention to some things. And Mr. Boomer, even though you got a little shaky at one time about wanting to hurry up and finish, you have stayed the course. You stayed the course. I want to know from you, what have you learned through this experience?
Y'all, I look at it, y'all saved my life. I mean, I really believe that. And with the rehabs and everything else, I learned to understand my thought processes. I learned how to appreciate and look and see the good things in life, and to make sure my pride doesn't get in the way of asking for help. And I'm just so grateful that y'all were here for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's different about your life now, Mr. Boomer?
It's completely different. I mean, I'm enjoying life now, and I know how to enjoy life. So
Yes. And you built some healthy relationships, is that right?
yes, Your Honor. And I learned how to stay away from the unhealthy ones.
But say that again, I didn't hear you.
I said, and learned how to stay away from the unhealthy ones.
And you learn how to stay away from the unhealthy ones. I need you to do that for the rest of your life. What do you plan to do, Mr. Boomer, to work on being in recovery for the rest of your life? Tell me something you plan on doing.
Just stay vigilant, stay close, have a healthy relationship with God. And
Yes.
that's the main thing that keeps me grounded and focused.
I love it. Awesome. All right, Mr. Yancey, you made the recommendation. Tell us about it.
Yes,
As
Your
well
Honor.
as the continuum of care, the recommendation for continuum of care. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. So, as you stated, Mr. Boomer's been with us since July of 22. And he's been doing a great job since I've had him, Your Honor. He's you know, he had a lot of things to do, community service, outpatient treatment, you know, screening all the time. So he's just done a bang up job with all those things that he's had to do. At least dealing with me, he never really complained. So a couple of things he probably didn't like doing, but he did do them to the best of his ability, Your Honor. He does have a continuum of care as far as meetings and, you know, what he wants to do personally. So he's really done well. He's really had a lot of patience with the process. That's one of the biggest things I think he's had, just patience with the process. I think he's reaping the benefits of that now, Your Honor. So he's done everything. He's done everything with a smile, and that's why I'm petitioning for him to graduate this morning. He even, I think it was the graduation that he did physically come down here for. So, and he drove a long ways, but he knew how important that was, and he knew he would see himself doing that soon. So, you know.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, very good. Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I'm going to be making a motion. Both of these cases are dismissible cases, and I'm going to be making a motion to dismiss both cases. But before I do, I'd like to make a couple remarks, if I may. I want to congratulate you on your graduations today. I want to thank you for your military service. We know the program is not easy, but you've done a great job. I know you've had a lot of health challenges, but you stayed the course. You completed the journey, and you should be proud of yourself because we are proud of you. I'm going to make that motion now. I'm moving that both cases be dismissed. Both of the above mentioned cases be dismissed. They are dismissible cases. Congratulations again, Mr. Boomer. Long life, happy days. Thank you for your service. Keep up the good work, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
If I might add for Mr. Boomer, this is Attorney Fikens talking. And I want to say that we celebrate your journey that you took with us. We celebrate it because you started off rock bottom and you kept climbing your way up. There were some hiccups along the way, but you stayed the course, you did the job. And we are so proud of you, sir. And we are proud to send you back out into the world to be the best Mr. Boomer that could ever have been.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right. I am granting Mr. Reed's motion. Both of your cases are dismissible. So I am dismissing them without prejudice. Ms. Mack, does he have anything else here at 36th District Court? All right. And I need everybody first to join me in thanking Mr. Boomer for his service to this country as a part of the Air Force National Guard. Thank you, Mr. Boomer.
This is my pleasure.
And then I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Boomer on his successful completion of our Veterans Court. You have done a fantastic job. Come on, let's celebrate Mr. Boomer.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And you are all set here at 36th District Court. You have no other pending matters, Mr. Boomer. We never, ever throw you away. Listen, if you hit a bump in the road or you see a bump in the road, reach out. We have equipped you with resources to help you for the rest of your life. Now it will be just up to you to use them. And I hope that you will, in fact, use them. And so I want to just encourage you to keep going, keep going, keep going. You owe it to yourself. You are worth it, sir. You are a wonderful person. I want you to have many, many, many more years of life and be able to help somebody else. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
You're
And
very welcome.
y'all have a good day.
All right, you do the same. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
All right. Yes, sir. I need a new test again. And then, let's contact this case manager, because I think I remember what I said. Okay. I wish you would. All right, wonderful. Let's keep going with our veterans docket. I am now going to go to, I have Mr. Nix is in the courtroom. Good morning, Mr. Nix.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
It's fine again, Your Honor.
That's good. Come on and join us, please. And then after that, I have a few people that I need to check in on. You all got on, I think, a little bit early, but we're gonna make it happen, okay? I will do my check-ins. All right, Mr. Nix, how are you this morning?
I'm just fine, Your Honor.
That's good. Let me place your case number on the record. Z8040351. State your full name for me, please.
Clarence Preston Nix.
All right, Mr. Nix, how are things going with you? You was working the program?
Yes, ma'am. Things going just fine. I had my first meeting last Friday with Mr. Kevin Payton at VA.
All right.
I'm going to them every Friday at 1 o'clock. You know, they discuss all the problems and everything that we have and show us how to do this and that.
All right.
It's working pretty good.
And you're still committed to working the program?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have an open mind to receive all of the help and the resources that you're going to get aligned with?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how are you feeling overall,
I'm
physically?
feeling good.
You are feeling good.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, tell me something that's changed in your life since you've been doing that.
Uh,
Maybe a habit, maybe where you go, what you do. Tell me something.
My habits have changed, you know,
Your attitude?
attitude, habits. You know, I don't go around, you know, wet places and stuff like that, yeah. You know, I concentrate on being healthy.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
and making my wife happy.
And I'm one more time, because I heard you say something about your wife, but I didn't hear the rest of it. Go ahead.
Making her happy.
You making your wife happier. Let me see, Ms. Nix, are you happier?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. I love it. Very good. All right, Mr. Nix, are you having any issues, any concerns that you need to raise with the team?
No, not at this point.
Not at this point. All right, very good. You are still very new to the program. I want you to keep working it, keep showing up, doing the things that you're supposed to do, because it is a program that works. And listen, Mr. Nix, you've served this country. We owe you this. We owe you the opportunity to take advantage of all of these wonderful resources that are available to you in our Veterans Court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Mr. Yancey, you reported yesterday, Mr. Nix is in compliance. Has anything changed?
Your Honor, that's still the case. He's still in compliance.
All right, awesome. And then Ms. Kusheri, you reported that there were no issues, no concerns from a therapeutic perspective. Has anything changed?
No, Judge, nothing has changed.
All right, awesome. Then Mr. Nix, do you have questions for us today?
No, ma'am, not.
All right, your next date, you are in phase 1. And so your next date is going to be October 31st. Wait a minute, is that next week? Are we really in? Yeah, we really are. All right. October 31st, 2023, you're going to meet with Mr. Yancey at 1:30. So you don't have to come down here.
Okay.
All right. And then you're going to get your next date, which would be, it would be on the 7th of November. Wait a minute, Ms. Mack not shaking her head no at me. Let me make sure I'm not.
What date is that?
November 7th, this is second day.
Oh, yeah, I think you're good on that.
I'm good? Okay, all right, you know, I'm looking for your head. All right, very good. So your next date would be November 7th, 2023, and that's going to be at 8:45 a.m., okay? All right, before you leave that podium, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Nix for his service in the United States Army. Thank you,
How you
Mr.
doing?
Nix.
Mr. Walters, how you doing? Okay, so we'll be
Mute
dealing with each
yourself,
other.
Nancy. Mute yourself,
Okay.
Nancy. All right, awesome. Then you are all set, Mr. Nix. You're free to leave. Take care. All right, very good. Let's keep going.
Yeah, and
I am ready.
I got a special
Yes.
request. Can we do Mr. O'Brien? He's done something spectacular.
Yes, he's next.
Okay.
Yes, he's next.
Perfect.
I'm going to Miss O'Brien right now. All right, very good. I'm gonna get all of our veterans that are on. So if you're on, veterans, please put your camera on so I can know you're here so that I can call your case. All right, let's go to Mr. O'Brien. I have case number 210-611-8501. Mr. O'Brien, state your full name for the record. Uh-oh, we can't hear you. Unmute for me.
Marcus O'Brien.
There you go. Good morning, Mr. O'Brien.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Oh, I'm here, y'all.
Uh-oh, somebody muted you again. I need them to unmute you.
Okay.
There you are. All right. I can hear you. Mr. O'Brien?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I can hear you. All right. How are you feeling today, Mr. O'Brien?
I'm okay. I'm okay today. I'm doing good.
All right, very good. You're still committed to your services and working the things that you need to work?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not only the recovery, I'm in a therapy program, so I'm working both programs.
All right, very good. And you're taking care of your physical health?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Hamad, if you have to vape, you need to turn off your camera. Because I promise you, I'm not going to be nice to you if you're in my courtroom vaping.
I apologize.
All right. Thank you. I see you, Miss Cleveland. That's the same thing I see. All right. Mr. O'Brien, listen, are you having any issues or any concerns that you need to address with the team today?
No, Your Honor, I've been balling through everything like a mad bull, okay?
All right.
And I've been taking things on and knocking it down. I'm not even looking back.
So you are working on those self-defeating attitudes that you used to have. You are seeing yourself winning, am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Matter of fact, I've already won.
Yes, sir. Yes, you have. You just got to walk in it, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Tell me something different that you've been doing since the last time I've seen you. Have you added anything to your routine? Taken something away? I want to know.
Yeah, the biggest thing is I can't do things by myself.
Yes, everybody needs somebody, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we get in trouble when we think we don't need anybody, right?
Yes, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, we start cutting corners, just trying to make stuff work, forcing it to work. Everybody needs somebody. Yes, and it's okay. It's okay to need somebody.
Yes.
Yes.
And I couldn't have been more happier with Mr. Yancey and Mr. Parker. Those are two outstanding men. I couldn't give them enough credit.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Parker, I haven't even let you say anything about your mentees today. I'm sorry. Come on, Mr. Parker. How's Mr. O'Brien doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. O'Brien's doing excellent. I was a little bit concerned earlier because it looked like he was a little down, but I see he's not, and I'm glad of that. Mr. O'Brien's doing well, and I love it because he doesn't hesitate to call me when there's an issue or something going on, and I like that. It makes me feel useful. But he's doing well. He lets me know when there's an issue, there's a problem, and I stated before, sometimes he's more concerned about me, it seems like, than I am about him, or he is about himself. So he's doing well, Your Honor. He looks great, and And I give him all the kudos in the world. He knows that I'm here for him whenever he needs to talk or just to vent or whatever. So, Mr. O'Brien, just keep up the good work, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Yana.
All right, awesome. Mr. Kucheri, has anything changed as to Mr. O'Brien?
No, Judge, nothing further since yesterday.
All right, Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, Mr. O'Brien, he's doing something miraculous. I did talk to him just briefly about what he had remaining. And I don't even know if it's against his medical situation, but he is back at work. But I'm not one to tell on anybody. So we just appreciate his diligence, and Mr. O'Brien is doing it. So we just appreciate him, and we give him all the kudos.
Now, Mr. O'Brien, you back at work, not against your doctor's orders, right?
Well, they signed off on it, okay, for me to come back.
Okay. Okay.
Wasn't too happy, but I had to. I gotta make money.
Okay, and you got to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you won't be able to make money.
Right. That's true.
All right. And guess what? We can't take none of that money with us. Get sick, that money can't really do a whole lot for us, right?
Right. Right.
Come on. Money is not everything. I just want you to take good care of yourself too. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I will.
All right. Awesome. You have any questions for the team this morning?
No, Your Honor.
Nope. All right. Then let's give a date for Mr. O'Brien. He is in phase 5. Is that correct, Mr. Yancey?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. And you're going to have some conversation with him about what we talked about in staffing.
Very much so.
His program.
Very much so, Your Honor.
So he's going to have a face-to-face on November 14th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. And then his next date, is the 21st a good date? Yep, it is. November, his return to court date would be November 21st, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. All right. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. O'Brien for his service in the United States Army. Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, wonderful. Just know if y'all don't celebrate, you're gonna be last on my docket. All right, thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Take good care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your week, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, be safe. All right, bye-bye. All right, let's keep going as to our veterans. I have up next, where is Mr. Van Pelt? I have case number 1906124-601. Good morning, Mr. Van Pelt. Where's Mr. Van Pelt? I thought I saw him. Unmute for me, Mr. Van Pelt, and state your name.
Damon Van Pelt.
All right,
Good
there
morning,
you
Your
are.
Honor.
How are you this morning? Good morning. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
You hanging in there? What does that mean? Why you just hanging in there?
Hey, cause Teflon Shine fame is holding up our process.
Say that again. Who's holding up your progress?
Teflon Shine Gotti fame, the UAW president.
He's talking about
Oh, got it. I got it. You scared me. I'm like, who is over there holding up your progress? Because I will fight them. Yes. Okay, I got it. Mr. Van Pelt, are you hanging in there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing all right though.
All right. Listen, I want to just encourage people. If you know folks that are struggling because they are standing up for what they believe in, if you can lend a helping hand, do it. Everybody knows somebody who is impacted by the shutdown or by the strike. And so I'm not taking a side. I'm just not. If I am taking a side, I'm taking a side for families in need. And so you want to make sure if you can do something to help, if it's cook a dinner, bring a loaf of bread over, offer some gas money, something, do something, because all of us in this country, we have the right to stand up for what we believe in. And even though sometimes when we stand for what we believe in, it can have some consequences, some unexpected consequences, you would want somebody to have your back. Somebody to say, hey, I believe in what you're doing and I support you, your family. I support you being able to take care of yourself. That's my PSA for today. So if you have a neighbor, a friend, you know somebody, reach out and just give a helping hand. It's just a nice gesture to do, a random act of kindness. We need more of them in the world. So Mr. Van Pelt, I need you to hang in there, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What do you need us to do to help you, sir?
I'm doing pretty well for right now, though.
You doing good?
Yes, ma'am. I'm currently enrolled in the River Bend outpatient program. So.
Okay. All right. I need to make sure we get that updated for Mr. Van Pelt. So you said the River Bend outpatient?
Yes, ma'am. I already talked to Mr. Yancey.
Okay, very good. All right, very good. And so is there anything since the last time I've seen you that you have eliminated from your life or added to your life that you believe is helping you on this journey?
Eliminated alcohol.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, you eliminated alcohol. And so how's that working out for you?
Oh, it's all right. I'm doing well.
All right. You're doing well. How difficult has it been?
Not difficult at all.
It's not at all?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know that it's not difficult at all. Continue to keep an open mind and continue to work your services, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Questions for the team this morning? Do you have
No.
any questions for the team? All right.
No,
Who's
no,
Mr.
Your
Van
Honor.
Pelt's? All right. Who's Mr. Van Pelt's mentor? Is that you, Mr. Parker?
No, Your Honor. I'm not sure if it's Mr. Scott or not.
All right. Mr. Yancey, who is Mr. Van Pelt's?
Yeah, and I think it would have been, it would be Mr. Scott, but Mr. Van Pelt is a Navy veteran, so he might match up good with Mr. Parker, not to try to give him everybody, but he is a Navy veteran.
No, that's
Mr.
fine.
Parker, will you take him on?
Yes, if he's willing, I am.
All right.
We can talk
Are you
some-
willing, Mr. Van Pelt?
Yes, ma'am. I'm perfect with that.
All right, very good. And let's make sure, Mr. Yancey, we connect them and so that he can have his mentor, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Mr. Yancey, yesterday you reported out. Has anything changed?
Nothing much has changed except that, due to a strike, his insurance did get canceled. That's why we transitioned quickly to another agency. So that's all set up. So he's good with that. He's doing everything else that he should be doing with great results. So we just want him to continue to do what he's doing, hang in there. I don't think that strike will be much longer.
All right, awesome. I hope it won't be much longer. All right, very good. Anything else as to Mr. Van Pelt?
No, ma'am.
If nothing, all right, if nothing else, I'm gonna give you your next dates. You're gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Yancey on October 31st, 2023 at 1:30. And then you're going to have a return to court on November 7th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. Did you get those dates?
Yes, ma'am.
Got
I
it?
got them.
All right, awesome. So I need everybody to join me in thanking Mr. Van Pelt for his service in the United States Navy. Thank you, Mr. Van Pelt. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right.
Thank you, Your
You
Honor.
are all set, sir. You're very welcome. You're all
Thank
set.
Judge,
Yes.
if I may address the court, on the screen,
Yes.
there is a stand-down veteran, Mr. Mac Taylor. Mr. Fikens has obtained, he's here for arraignment today on the bench warrant. Mr. Fikens has obtained offers on his ticket. If I could go into a breakout, if Ms. Wilson could put me in a
Yes.
breakout room with Mr. Mac Taylor, I can relay those offers and see how he wishes to proceed. Mr. Mac Taylor. Thank you.
All
I
right.
have the, I have.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, let's keep going. I have a few more veterans that I need to take care of on this morning. I do not see Mr. Trimble. Is Jerome Trimble with us? Jerome, Mr. Yancey?
I can't see everybody. I did leave a message.
All right, I'm gonna keep
I
going.
think he's riding his bike now here.
All right, I'm gonna keep going. Mr. Fikes, did you have any veterans that are ready to go? Not yet. All right, then what I'm gonna do is do my check-ins, and then I have another completion that I need to do. But there were a couple of folks that I had get on this morning, and I just want to check in and see your face. So put your face in the camera right now, so I won't pass you up. And I'm looking and I don't see those faces in the camera that I was gonna check in on. Where's Mr. Dorian Morgan? I know, where is he? Oh, okay, he was just a check-in. Shaquita Colton, is she on? It might be too early for her.
I did talk to her this morning. I did tell her 9:30, Your Honor.
Okay, that's okay, I'll bring her back. And then Stephen Kowalski, I thought I saw Mr. Kowalski. I do see Mr. Kowalski. All right, let's do it. I have you case number 230-564-1901. Good morning, Mr. Kowalski.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm just at work.
All right, you're at work. Everything's going well?
Yeah, everything's great.
Okay, no issues to report?
No, ma'am. Nope. I just called the number for a peer recovery coach. They're supposed to be calling me within 48 hours, and I got therapy tonight, and everything's good.
All right, I just wanted to check in on you on this morning, Miss Cleveland. Anything different for him? I don't need a full report because this is just a check-in.
No, Your Honor, it's exactly as he's reporting. He's doing well.
All right, very good. Then I am going to schedule Mr. Kowalski for a face-to-face, Miss Cleveland, on October 31st, 2023. That will be at 1:30 with Miss Cleveland. And your next court date will be November 7th, 2023 at 9:30 a.m. Does that work for you, Mr. Kowalski?
Yes, ma'am. I'll make it work.
All right, wonderful. I want you to enjoy the rest of your week. Take good care of yourself, okay?
Yeah, you as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank
Have a
you.
good.
All right,
Bye.
you too. I'll do the other check-ins for Ms. Colton and Mr. Morgan when they come back. I'm going to go now to another completion. I have Justine Liggins, who is going to be finishing the program on today, and I'm excited for you. Let's do it. I have case number 220-561-8901. Tell me your name.
Justine Liggins.
Justine Liggins, are you ready?
I think we are ready. No, we're definitely ready. I'm beyond
ready.
We ready.
Come on. You have earned it. You have worked hard.
Yeah.
You have, and I know when you came in, you didn't really want to do this. You were not
Of course
feeling
not.
this. Listen,
I'll be the first to tell you.
You rolled up your sleeves and you said, I'm here. I might as well make the best of it.
Yeah.
And you made the best of it. And I am so daggone proud of you, Justine
Thank you.
Liggins.
Thank you.
I am. I am. What have you learned through this experience? Come on,
How
tell us.
much time I get?
Ma'am.
That's what it's gonna come down
on.
to. But no, seriously, I think through the entire program, like the first gentleman said, you learn diligence, you learn some grace, not for just others, but you especially got to take it in for yourself. You learn to really just deal with life on life terms, as it's always gonna show up and be there, and that's okay. And like Mr. O'Brien said, you learn to value the people around you. You got different people that's gonna be there for different reasons, and you just gotta accept and know that it's okay to use them to that advantage for what it's worth.
Yes, that's some good stuff that you've taken with you.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, Miss Cleveland, please tell us why you have recommended Justine Liggins for completion on today.
Thank you, Your Honor. I respectfully move this court to discharge Ms. Justine Liggins from probation for the following reasons. Ms. Liggins has embraced and engaged with this program nearly perfectly after her one challenge when she first started with us. Ms. Liggins bounced back and she had all negative screens after stabilization, and she completely adhered to all the court's orders. Ms. Liggins recognized our specialty court program involved a lot of work, good work, and she successfully completed 40 hours of community service, completed the ARM program, paid all her fines and costs in full, took the necessary steps to regain her license, completed the sobriety court video and the alcohol highway safety, as well as completed any additional requirements as ordered by Your Honor, Shannon A. Holmes. Ms. Liggins has submitted her exit survey, and she did receive the necessary aftercare information where she reports she will continue to engage with the Detroit Recovery Project and Mr. Hildreth, who was her sponsor recovery coach at the time. Your Honor, the entire specialty court team would like to congratulate Ms. Liggins on her great achievement within our program. We all want to wish her well and continued success in the future. And I just want to mention she's doing great things, Your Honor. You know, she mentioned her job that she received, and seems like it's a dream or a high goal for her to do very well there. And if I'm looking for a GMC, is it a GM? I'm going to come looking for you. All right.
I'll take it.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor, and everyone.
Listen, we put that shout out. Last go around.
I'll take it.
You gotta tell us, where are you located?
In Westland, Ford Road. I feel like I sound like a commercial now, but just come by.
All right, wonderful. Listen, tell us one last thing, because I'm not a car person.
Yeah.
GMC, what do they make? Give us examples in the sedan.
You got a Terrain, you got Acadias. It's really, if y'all really want to look at something nice, I really suggest that y'all check out the Buick though, the Buick Envista. Look that car up when everybody get a chance. I think you'll all love it, honestly.
Buick Envista.
Yeah, look that car up. That one's nice.
Is that that's the only sedan you recommend? Is the Buick Envista?
My top sedan that I recommend for the price and the cost in which you're getting for it. And I think that's top tier, honestly, when it comes to Buick.
I got you. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Ficus is biting at the bit. What you want to tell us, Mr. Ficus?
Judge, I'm going to make a motion in a minute, but I certainly want to address Ms. Liggins, because Justine Liggins, you came in here with a fiery spirit. I remember that scowl on your face when you were first here. You didn't want to do this. You didn't need this. And yet you embraced this because you kept that fiery spirit all along. Great intellect, just a great way of handling yourself and the things and people around you. And you are to be commended for that, because I've always been impressed and admired you for your way you do things and how you get things done. Keep that up, man, because that is going to serve you well for the rest of your life. So, Judge, I will be making a motion. There are several cases. One, most of the cases can be dismissed. However, there is an OW IOWVI case, which cannot be dismissed. I'm asking that matter be closed with improvement.
And that's granted?
And the
Yes.
rest of the cases, Judge, I ask to be dismissed.
Absolutely. The remaining 2 counts will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Mack, does she have anything else outstanding? I don't believe that she does, but Ms. Mack is just checking very quickly. Listen, while she's doing that, I need everyone to join me in celebrating Justine Liggins on her successful completion. You did it. You did it. And you have no other outstanding matters at 36th District Court. You are in great shape. I'm so glad you stuck it out. You are going to benefit from not having those things on your record. You are going to benefit from having been in the program and hopefully learned a whole different way of living without having interactions with law enforcement. I am proud of you. Tell your mother, thank you, thank you, thank you for being in your corner, for supporting you and encouraging you, because we need all hands on deck to make this work. And she has certainly
of
been
course,
there.
she right here with me, Judge, so she hears everything you saying.
Thank you, Mom. We appreciate you. We certainly do. Yes, we
Judge
do.
Holmes,
Thank
I
you
want to
so
thank
much.
you personally. I want to thank you in 36th District for this program that you allowed Justine to go through. I want to tell you that she has changed. I'm her mama and I know. So she's learned a lot from this program that you guys have created. And I do want to thank you. And I want to thank you for your words of encouragement to me as well through my time of need. And you all have a great day.
You do the same. Thank you so much. We don't throw you away, Justine Liggins. You got balloons. I see you. I saw. We don't throw you away. We're always here. You're always in our hearts. You need us, reach out. You don't have to have a case. Reach out. That's one of the benefits of having gone through this program. We're always here. Okay?
Got it.
All right. Man. Take care. Enjoy your day. Celebrate. You deserve it.
All right. You guys have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Let's keep going. Did Mr. Morgan join us back for his check-in? Come on, Mr. Morgan. I'm just checking in on you today. Your test results are going to be what they're supposed to be? I bet they are. Come on. Let's do it. I'm just checking in on you. Case number 230-563-4401. State your full name.
My name is Dorian.
All right, Mr. Dorian. I told you I'll call you Mr. Dorian. All right. And I'm doing very well. You went up and you tested. You've been doing good this week?
Yes. I need to get the address from Ms. Price again for my new
provider.
Yes.
All right. Who has Mr. Morgan's case? Is that Miss Harris? Miss Harris, are you on? All right. So give her a call. She might be in transit back to her office because she was just in here. Give her a call and let her know to come down and give Mr. Morgan that address again for his new provider because he says he needs it. All right. Thank you for asking because you've got to go, right? All right. Very good. Anything you having issues with or concerns about?
I want to just go ahead and get through what I have to do.
All right. Well, I want you to do more than just get through it. I want you to learn from it and grow through it.
I'm learning from it every day.
All right. Very good. Very good. Miss Harris just walked in the courtroom. So Miss Harris, he needs I'm just doing a check-in on Mr. Dorian. He needs the address again for his provider. Oh, she got it for him. Now you hold on to that little bitty piece of paper, Miss Harris. Put on there.
Miss Price chose that piece of paper.
You hold on to that little bitty piece of paper. I don't know. Do you need us to tape it to a bigger piece of paper?
Put it on a copy machine.
You gonna put it in your wallet? Your wallet. All right. Put it in your wallet. All right. Miss Harris, no issues or anything. This is just a check-in.
Yeah, no issues. As we discussed yesterday, he is in compliance and we've gotten him that address for his appointment, so we should have some updates at his next hearing.
All right, very good. So then your next date is going to be a face-to-face on October 31st, 2023 with Ms. Harris. That's going to be at 1:30. And then your next court date will be November 7th, 2023. And that's going to be at 9:30 Yes, 9:30, okay? All right, good to see you. Look, you getting out of here. Get on out of here. All right, very good, very good. All right, let's keep going. I don't see Miss Colton. You all can let me know when she comes on, because I was supposed to just do a check-in on her. I am ready to go to my phase 5 folk. I only have one, and that's Jeffrey Franklin. Is Mr. Franklin on? Mr. Franklin. All right, I'll come back to him.
He's a face-to-face today, Judge.
Oh, he's a face-to-face?
Yes.
Uh-oh, okay. All right, I'll put him here and I'll call him later. Thank you. I must have put them all together. All right, then that means that Mr. Owens is a face-to-face. Hold on, y'all. I put all my files together. Let's see. I have a phase 4. I'm in phase 4. I have Miss Messer. Is Miss Messer on?
I don't see her yet, Your Honor. If
She
she's
was
on.
scheduled for 9:30. It's 9:36. All right, when she comes on, I'm not gonna see her right away because she's late for her appointment. So I'm gonna get some folks that's been on.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to phase 3 of Mr. Kusheri. I think we're waiting. I've done all of my veterans other than I need to do the stand down folks and Mr. Trimble, who has not joined us. And so if you could give us a moment,
And
even if you want us to call you and have you come back, however you want to do it.
and Judge, we have a veteran intake also today.
And we have a veteran intake. And so I'm going to do that intake. Yes, I am. Because I don't want to hold up my veteran folks. All right, let's go. I'm going to do the veteran intake. If you could come to the podium, let me just grab something very quickly. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you this morning? We are so glad you are with us. Are you ready to work this program?
Yes, ma'am.
You are. Why do you want to work this program?
I ain't got no other choice.
You ain't got no, we always have choices.
Yes, ma'am, because I want to.
All right, but we always, listen, you might be right that you don't have no other choice, but the reality is we always have choices. We could just make good choices or bad choices. You decided to make a good one.
Yes, ma'am.
And come on into the program.
Yes,
do you acknowledge that you need the help, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and are you ready to get that help?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Then if you are willing to get that help, I'm willing to give it to you. Listen, I got some results back from you today. I didn't like it. You know I didn't like them, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you know that the 2 things that came back in your results are things that you're not gonna be able to do while you're in this program.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so if the problem is, and we know that, you know, it's a problem, right? You know it's a problem. If you could stop on your own, you wouldn't be here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so I appreciate your honesty and that you want to get the help. We're going to help you. Mr. Fikens, did you meet with Mr. Bryant? That's his last name. Mr. Walters, his first name is Bryant.
I did, Your Honor. I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Walters. He's a veteran. He is certainly was honest with me as well, very direct. He certainly understands that he has a problem. He certainly acknowledged it. The conversation was pleasant. He understands that he needs this program. I think he needs this program. We talked about honesty being the best policy, communication with your case manager, with your mentor, with the court, certainly. And he seems ready for all of that. I'm happy about that. I certainly believe that he's ready for this program. I think even despite these results, I think he's going to be very successful in this. We talked about usage of some chemicals, whether you have a medical card for that or not. It's not can't be used in this program. He understands that. He wants to get past that. Some physical pain there are other ways to treat that from time. So all in all, he was very courteous, cooperative, as almost we see in so many of our events, and he wants to get the mission accomplished. I certainly recommend you accept it.
All right, awesome. And what branch of the military did you
Army.
serve in?
Army.
The Army, wonderful. All right, and Mr. Fikens, in light of the results that I've received, do you believe that your client is ready to go forward with intake?
I do, Judge. I know one result is very high. I think we'll see those numbers come down over time. But I certainly think that he's aware of his surroundings, aware of what he's going through at this time.
All right, very good, very good. Who did the processing for the intake? Is that you, Mr. Griffin?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me hear about Mr. Walters.
Okay, Your Honor, this is Mr. Brian Keith.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second, Mr. Griffin. I need to put his case number on the record.
Okay.
I have case number 220-608-6701. Mr. Walters, state your full name for me, please.
Brian Keith Walters.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Griffin, now you may proceed.
Okay, Your Honor, this is Mr. Brian Keith Walters. He's a referral from Judge Bryant. Like stated earlier, he's a veteran of the Army National Guard. He's 59 years old. He has 2 adult children, currently resides in Detroit. He's employed part-time at Sterling Security. He also received SS disability. He did complete his GED. He does have some college. Judge, he's before you on the charge of OWI. This is his second drinking and driving case, the first being in 2014. We did review his driving record. His license are restricted at this time. Far as his service in the National Guard, he was honorably discharged. And Mr. Kusheri did check. He is eligible for services with the VA. We did do the Needs Plus and we did the LCMI. Those results came back as a low to moderate on both of them, low and moderate for need. He has no outstanding or pending cases at our court or any other court at this time. Like Mr. Fikman stated, he does have a marijuana card, and I explained to him that they cannot use that in this program. So he stated that he did understand that. He reports no mental health, couple of physical health. I'll discuss those more in detail in staffing. But just talking to him, from my initial contact with him, he stated that he did need the program and he wanted to do the program. So, Your Honor, I think he would be a great candidate for our Veterans Treatment Court. Despite the substances that in his system today, he know he has to suffer. So we had that conversation. So I will get him set up with everything. And I think he would be a great candidate for this program. So I'm recommending him to be accepted into Veterans Treatment Court today, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. And so, Mr. Walters, you had an opportunity to speak with the attorney. You also had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Griffin. Are you satisfied that they answered all of your questions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you've already admitted that you have a need, that you need help.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And you're willing to get that help, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Judge Bryant, I know it said moderate to low need. What about the criminogenic risk, Mr. Griffin?
Well, the criminal genetics was less, but far as like substance abuse use, the marijuana was high and alcohol was moderate.
Okay, so we need to talk about that in staffing,
Okay.
about his risk and need level. Because if you're telling me one said high and one said moderate, and then I still need to know the criminogenic part of it.
Okay.
And so let's talk in staffing on that one, please. All right, very good. And so, Mr. Walters, you're willing to get the help. Do I have your commitment to work the program?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, you understand about your testing?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to test a minimum of 2 times per week.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's going to be random.
Yes, ma'am.
So but that means you have to call every single day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Notice I didn't say wait for somebody to text you, because that is not an approved method that I use in this court. You have to pick up the phone and call in every day. And if your number or your color drops, you must test that day. You can't wait till the next day. You can't let folks tell you, oh, you can make it up tomorrow. You have to test that day, okay? I have your commitment to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you are eligible for VA services. And so are you willing to connect with Mr. Kushiri if you have not done already so that we can get you into those services?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Kushiri, what do you want to tell me?
Thank you, Judge. Good morning again. So I was able to speak with Mr. Walters after staffing yesterday afternoon. Mr. Walters is motivated to engage in treatment. We had a great discussion. We completed some screenings. He is in process of being scheduled for all of his treatment as clinically indicated. We're going to start with outpatient and see how that goes. But he is motivated to comply and he is ready to receive the help and the support that he needs to maintain wellness and ongoing abstinence. And Mr. Walters, I'm sorry that I'm not in the courtroom today to meet you in person. I look forward to meeting you in person. I'm Daniel. I'm the social worker from the VA that spoke with you yesterday on the phone. I look really forward to working with you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. If you don't have any questions, I am accepting you into our Veterans Court. We are excited that you are here. Listen, take advantage of the resources that are around you. You will have a case manager. Will Yancey be his case manager, Mr. Griffin?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you'll have a case manager as well as a team of professionals surrounding you, encouraging you, making sure that you're getting it right. You'll have attorneys assigned to you. We are all here to help you as long as you want the help. We don't expect perfection because we know people are not perfect, but we do expect honesty. Honesty will keep you out of jail. Honesty will allow us to do our jobs. Make us do our jobs, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so honesty, and we do look for progress. We want to see that you're taking advantage of the resources that we've aligned you with. How does that sound to you, Mr. Walters?
Oh, excellent.
All right, awesome. Listen, I am going to see you again until I need to talk about your risk need levels, but that should be in staffing. I'm going to have a face-to-face, Mr. Griffin, Mr. Yancey, on October 31st, 2023. That'll be at 1:30. Mr. Yancey will orchestrate that for you. I won't see you again until November 7th, 2023, and that's going to be at 8:45 a.m. And that'll be on Zoom unless Mr. Yancey tells you otherwise, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if no questions, I want everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Walters for his service in the United States Army. Thank you, Mr. Walters. We appreciate your service. Yes, we do. Very good. Mr. Griffin, is he free to leave or is there some other setup you need to do for him?
There's some other setup I need to do. So this time I'm gonna have a seat and I'll come down and complete everything, Judge.
All right, very good. Have a seat in the audience. Very, very nice to meet you. Look forward to working with you. All right. Let's
Judge, if I
keep
may,
going. Yes, Mr. Ray.
Judge, there's another stand-down veteran, Mr. Raphael Tramble. He doesn't have his camera on. He's in the courtroom. I have an offer from him for him. I'd like to go into a breakout room with Mr. Tramble so I can talk to him about the offer.
There you go. Yes, you may. If you all reach out to Miss Wilson or Miss Matt, they will make that happen for you. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
You're very welcome. All right, I am now going to go to my phase 3 people. And I have for phase 3, I have Mr. Tyrone Puryear. Good morning to you, Mr. Puryear. Unmute for me. You're still muted.
Hold on. Good morning.
There you go. There you go. All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have 220-0039. I also have case number 21-0851, CDA. Mr. Puryear, state your full name for me.
Tyrone Puryear.
All right, Mr. Puryear, how are you doing?
I'm good this morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Are you at work?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and how's work going?
Good. Everything good.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Puryear, you have been working your program. It was reported in staffing that you are in compliance. And so I'm very proud of you. Are you having any issues or concerns that you need the team to address or that you need me to address?
No, ma'am.
None? All right,
No.
tell me something that you've either added or taken away from your life in the last 30 days that's helping you to stay on track.
Well, only thing that happened, I'm done with therapy.
You finished with therapy? What do you think about that?
That's good. It's okay. But I need to more. I'll go somewhere else.
Okay,
But
so
I'm
I want to make.
therapy. It was good.
All right, Mr. Puryear, I want you to commit that if you feel that you need some additional therapy, that you won't be afraid to go and get it. You don't need me to order you. Go and get it.
Not at all. And
all right.
Now that I'm still gonna be in the aftercare program.
Good, very good. I love it.
Yeah.
And Mr. Yancey, let's make sure that Ms. Price gets the information as to what that aftercare looks like so that she will be able to follow up and make sure that he remains in compliance, okay?
Yes, because I am privy to his aftercare program.
All right, awesome, awesome, very good. All right, Mr. Puryear, what else is going on with you, if anything?
Not about it. And my therapist, she gonna send Mr. Yancey all the information about my other aftercare program I'm beginning to after her.
Okay, I think he said the therapist is gonna send you something, Mr. Yancey.
Yeah, she's gonna, therapist is gonna send me everything about his completion and everything about his recovery services.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, you reported that he was in compliance. Is there anything else you need to report out?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. Mr. Puryear is really doing well in all phases.
All right, very good. Then I'm glad to hear it. Mr. Puryear, did you have any questions for the team?
No, ma'am.
No? All right.
No.
Then listen, I'm going to give you your next date so you can get back to work. It's going to be face-to-face on November 7th, 2023. That's going to be at 1:30 p.m. with Mr. Yancey. And then your return to court date will be November 14th, 2023. And that's going to be at 9:30 a.m. Did you get that?
Yes, I'm writing it down now. 9:30.
I love it. 9:30 on that Tuesday, the 14th, okay?
Okay, 14.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have you.
All right, you are in good shape.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all.
All right.
Appreciate
Take care. All right.
Okay, you too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, I am going to keep going. I have Ms. Colton, did you join us? You joined us late. I told you I was doing a check-in. How you gonna come in 30 minutes late?
I was told to come in at this time, ma'am.
To come in at 9:54?
Yeah, yes. Well, actually, I started zooming in at 9:45. That's what I was told to do. I spoke to Mr. Yancey.
Mr. Yancey, don't you be changing my docket.
I wouldn't do that.
All right, I just want to do a check-in with I want to do a check-in with Ms. Colton on this morning. So let's do that very quickly, Ms. Colton. I have for you case number Z808-4301. State your full name.
Shaquita Colton.
All right, Ms. Colton. There were some services that you were going to receive. You've received those services. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I turned in my paperwork to Mr. Yancey yesterday, also screened.
All right, very good. And they have you on track now with your provider?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I still have your commitment to work this program and to work on you. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, fully.
All right, very good. You look good today, Miss Colton. Your
Thank
skin looks like it's brighter. You over there glowing. What you over there doing? Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
stop.
You taking good care of yourself. You taking good
Thank
care of yourself, and it shows up. It
Thank
shows
you.
up. I want to encourage you to keep going. You owe this to yourself. You're worth it. You're such a wonderful person. And you're worth it. You're worth all of the back and forth, all of the up and down, all of the in and out. You are worth it, ma'am, because in the end, you're gonna come out on top. You just gotta keep going, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What questions do you have for me today? This was a check-in.
Nothing yet. I'm just taking care of all my appointments and doing everything I'm supposed to do. Just staying focused.
All right, very good. I want you to continue to do that. Listen, I'm going to, Mr. Yancey, anything additional? This is just a check-in.
Nothing additional. I think she's set up for what we need, and I do have the proof of what she just accomplished.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Yancey, I'd like to give her a face-to-face date of October 31st at 1:30 and a return to court date of November 7th at 9:30 a.m. Does that work?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
It
about to
works.
write it on my calendar.
Write it on your calendar.
You say November 7th, 9:30?
November 7th at 9:30. Yes, but you have one before that on October 31st at 1:30 with Mr. Yancey, okay?
Oh yeah, I got that covered. So do the face-to-face with Mr. Yancey, and I'm supposed to. Now, how do I do this court date with you 9:30?
You're gonna zoom in just like you did today.
Got it covered.
Got it covered? All right,
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate you.
My calendar
All right.
full for the year.
It's full for the year. Well, that's good. I hope it's full of good stuff.
Oh yeah, it's
Good
keeping me
stuff.
busy.
All right, very good, very good. All right, let's do it. We are going to, you are all set, Miss Colton. If nothing else, you're all set.
Thank you. You have a
All
wonderful
right.
day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Let's keep going. I am going to now go to, and I see that Mr. Pollard is on. Miss Cleveland, he's not on my docket for today. He is, oh, that's right. Wait a minute. He's a person that I adjourned for today, so that's why he's not on here. All right, so he's an add-on. So Mr. Pollard, you're gonna have to bug it out for a second, because you were supposed to be here yesterday. Supposed to be here on yesterday. So give us a second. I want to clear out some more of my phase twos. Let's do it. I'm going to go to Mr. Hamid. I'm ready. I have for Mr. Hamid. Case number 210-444-66301. State your full name for me, please. Mr. Hamid, unmute and state your name. He must be doing something else.
Here he comes.
Mr. Hamid, we're ready for you.
How you doing?
All right,
How you doing?
Oh, okay, there you go. All right, good morning. I'm doing
Good morning.
well. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I need you to state your full name for the record.
Khalid Hamid.
All right, Mr. Hamid, I was so happy to hear on yesterday. You are back on track. You are doing the things that you are supposed to be doing at Lake Ridge. and that you've even accomplished some personal goal, or at least one personal goal, in your quest to stay on this path of recovery. I want to hear from you. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing a lot better. I actually got a letter that I want to read to you right now, if that's fine.
That is fine with me. Go right ahead.
All right. I've been searching for weeks trying to find the right words to say. I know I needed to say something, but I didn't know how. If it wasn't for probation, I still would be getting high. I wasn't prepared for any of this, but I've learned. I will continue to learn and change for what is best. I don't understand everything that people say or do, but I now trust that it will work. In the beginning, I wasn't ready. Today, I am. I don't want to die as an addict. It took me too long to get to this point. I will not take my chance for granted. It's me. It's always been me. I have the support. I have love. I just must love me. With time and patience, I will get to the next level. Completion. I've made it harder than it should be, but no more. I want recovery. Even now, I don't completely understand it, but I will trust the process. Thank you for understanding and helping me find this place.
Come on, Mr. Hammond. We're right there with you. Yes, sir. We are right there with you. Listen, we know that this is not easy. If it was easy, we wouldn't be here. None of us, right? I'd be somewhere doing some other kind of docket, but we wouldn't be here. We know it's tough. What I ask you for is to roll up your sleeves, commit, and stay the course. Even when you fall down, let's get back up. Even when you have a misstep, let's get back in step. That's what I ask of you, because that's how you're going to have to do the rest of your life. You're going to have to get up every day and be intentional about recovery. And so I'm still in it with you, Mr. Hammond. I'm still in it with you. I still believe in you. I still see you at the finish line, starting a new chapter of your life, because you never finish. You just start new chapters, right? And so there you go. I see you there. Even when you come in and you've had some stuff going on, it doesn't change my view. My perspective does not change at all. And so I just need you to hang in there, continue to be honest, continue to, stay away from those people and those places and those things that you can't do and you can't be around and you can't interact with. It's not going to be like that always. But you've got to wait until you tap into that inner strength where you are able to say no and mean it. And you will say no so much that one or two things will happen. Those people will stop offering, or those people will stop coming around. And either way, you're going to be better off. And so I need you to really, really dig your heels in and let's fight, because you owe this to yourself. You're a good guy. You're a great person. You have great family support. You owe this to yourself. So let's do it. Have your commitment to do it?
Yes, ma'am. Fully committed.
I love it. I love it. All right. Are they treating you well at Lake Ridge?
Lovely. I love Lake Ridge.
All right. Are you treating them well at Lake Ridge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. There is a two-way street.
Of
course. Right. How are your parents doing?
They're doing all right. My dad's dealing with a lot because, I'm Middle Eastern, and he actually does a lot in the community for Dearborn, and so he's like an activist leader, so he's dealing with a lot right now. Well,
yes, I know. Yes. And so just tell them to be encouraged. Tell them I said be encouraged.
I will.
Don't stop the work. Don't stop the work. We need it. We need it. Yes. Sure. All right. Very good. Miss Cleveland, you reported that Mr. Hammond is in compliance. Has anything changed since staffing?
No, Your Honor. The only thing that I did want to mention, he did contact me. He reached out because he had a loss of a family member, I believe, overseas. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was due to the unrest that's going on over there. That's what I'll refer to it as. But I do want him to make sure that he connects with his counselor to make sure he discusses grief with them. Your
Please
Honor.
do, Mr. Hammond, and our condolences to you and to your family. Again, And if you, hear all my public service announcements this morning, we know what's going on over there. And so if you find it in your heart to be a part of any humanitarian effort to help, please do so. Please do so. You never know how things that happen on foreign soil can impact us right here in our homes and in this country that we like to look at as the land of the free and the home of the brave. And so we all saw it with 9/11. And so we don't want to lose sight of that. So if you have an opportunity to reach out and be a part of a humanitarian effort because of the unrest and the war that's going on over there, by all means, do it. Mr. Trimble, if you don't put that brush down, I promise you, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And so
Sorry, yes, ma'am.
if you have an opportunity to be a part of or to help, please do so. Please do so. Find a way. You can Google a way. There are a number of agencies, but make sure it's one that is reputable. And so I have one that I give to on a regular basis. You may not know that about me, Mr. Hamid. I've gone to Israel twice to do mission work. I worked in a kibbutz. I worked in an orphanage, a kibbutz, and I've also served in a hospital and served at a food bank where I prepared and delivered food to seniors in the community. And so it was the best experience I've ever had in my life. Absolutely best.
Yeah, my dad actually he owns and runs his own anti-discrimination for the Arab community. So, he has his own nonprofit. He's got a lot of things. He wants me to be involved too. He wants me to, help out and anything we could do just to make peace. We just want, everybody just wants peace.
Yes. Peace. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So tell your dad, hang in there. Listen, Miss Cleveland, nothing has changed. I am proud of Mr. Hamid. He's back on track. I'm going to give you a face-to-face date with Miss Cleveland on October 31st, 2023. You're going to do a return to court on November 7th, 2023, and I'm going to put him at 10 o'clock a.m. Does that work for you, Mr. Hamid?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Your Honor, just
Yes.
quickly, I'm so sorry. He's going to be in person on the 6th.
Then he's going to be here.
Yes.
So I'm going to make his appointment on the 6th. Thank you. So I'll see you in person on the 6th. Okay.
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Let's keep going. You're very welcome. Let's keep going with our phase 2s. There's a couple of people that I don't see. And so before I do that, let me just check because I still have my veteran folks here and I hate to waste resources. Do we have anything ready?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'm going to go to my veterans and wrap up veterans, please. Please, please, please. Mr. Reed, yes, sir. If you may, you're gonna do it anyways. If I say yes or no, go ahead.
Judge, I talked to two veterans who are from Stand Down, Mr. Mac Taylor and Mr. Raphael Tramble. They were at Stand Down. They're on the docket. We have offers from the city and they wish to accept those offers. So when the court is ready, I'd like to put their pleas on the record.
Yes, sir. I'm getting ready to go to the veterans now. All right. Do I get some paperwork? Yes. I know, Mr. Reed. Who is that? Do you have Trimble? Because it looks like he's at work.
Oh, yes. Let me get his.
All right, I'm gonna call Mr. Tramble's matters. I have case numbers SP 138-82471, case number 217-32912, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Tramble, if you can unmute, please state your name for the record.
Good morning, my name.
No, not you, Mr. Trimble. You were late. I'm calling you late, because you showed up late. All right. Come on, Mr. Tramble. This is Raphael Tramble. All right, go ahead. State your name for me, sir.
It's Raphael Tramble.
Thank you, Mr. Tramble. Thank you for being a part of Stand Down and following up with 36th District Court. What branch of the military did you serve in, sir?
United States Army.
All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Tramble for his service in the United States Army. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. All right, Mr. Reed is gonna tell me how we're proceeding. Mr.
Yes,
Reed?
yes, Judge, thank you. We have an offer from the city that if Mr. Tramble were to plead on the case ending in 121, I believe that's a driving while license suspended case, they would recommend reducing that to failure to display and dismissing the other two matters with a stip to probable cause. And we've asked the court to accept that recommendation. Mr. Tramble would offer a no contest plea on that ticket ending in 121.
All right, very good. And I'm sorry, it's going to be amended to failure to display?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. And then Mr. Tramble understands that he will not get his dismissals until he has complied with this court's orders as to the matter that he's pleading guilty on.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. And I would like to address the court prior to sentencing because we're going to ask for community service. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Let me have Mr. Tramble, if you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Reed, go forward with the no contest. If you could put do you have the date and times with you?
Judge, I'll put that on regarding the ticket. If I may, Judge, I'd like to do the waiver now, if I may. Mr. Tramble,
Yes.
we talked about your constitutional rights to trial, to testify, and to call witnesses. And at this time, you wish to waive those rights and enter a no contest plea on this case. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
And your plea is voluntary. No one threatened you or forced you or coerced you into entering this plea today. This is voluntary. Is that correct, sir?
Correct.
Judge, I'm satisfied with the waiver. After this point, we would stipulate to the face of the ticket that on the date and time of the ticket in the city of Detroit, Mr. Tramble was operating a motor vehicle and his driver's license was suspended. We'd make that stipulation to serve as the factual basis for the no contest plea, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I will accept the plea of no contest. I will also, now, Mr. Reed, Mr. Tramble looks like he's working. Why are we asking for community service?
Judge, I talked to Mr. Trimble about fines and costs, and he indicates that although he is employed, he has a lot of outstanding bills, rent, electricity, food, and all those other things, Judge. So I know we all have to pay those, but we're asking the court to consider community service because of his low income.
All right, Mr. Reed, as the officer of the court, I'm going to accept that. But I am going to have Mr. Tramble, I'm going to need him to do 40 hours of community service. How long will it take your client to complete 40 hours?
Now, I'm going to ask my client, Mr. Tramble, you heard the number of hours. I couldn't tell you prior to you entering your plea. Recognizing that the court is entering 40 hours, you still want to do the community service, and how long will it take you?
I have joint custody of my younger children every other week, so I can do it every other week. I have them this week. I can start next week.
So this is what I'd like to do to make sure you have enough time. Why don't I bring you back for a review in December? Will that be enough time for you to get all of this done?
Yes.
All right, if you get it done before December, I'm gonna bring you back, let's say December the 22nd. Yes, December 22nd, 2023, and that's going to be at No. I'll bring you back on the 19th. That's a Tuesday. I'll bring you back on December 19th, 2023. And that will be at, at 8:45. No, I'm sorry, at 10:30. I'm gonna get it together. At 10:30 a.m. I'll bring you back for a review. Get it all done because you can't get your dismissals until you finish your community service, okay?
Yes.
It's December 19th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. All right, Mr. Tramble?
Yes.
All right, did you have any questions for me?
No.
All
Yes,
right, very
yes.
good.
Will that be an
Yes,
in-person
sir.
meeting? December 19th?
No, you
in
can come
person?
on Zoom. You can come on Zoom. No, you can come on Zoom. Okay? But just get it done. Now, Mr. Reed, I'm going to need him to go into a breakout room. Let's make sure we connect him with probation to get his community service hours so that he's not running I'm sorry, Miss May. So that he's not running all around the Marbury bush to get his community service hours. Can you
Yes,
call
Judge.
someone to come on?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Trample, hang around. They're going to have you talk to a probation or a community service specialist so you can get your community service hours set up. So you just hang around, sir. Be patient for a few minutes. Thank you, Judge.
We're gonna
Thank you,
ask,
Mr. Trample.
thank you, Mr. Reed. We're gonna ask Mr. Yancey to come on. Mr. Yancey, if you can hear us, I'm not sure if you're still on, but Mr. Yancey, if you would come on and go in the breakout room with our veterans that are going to be doing community service, and let's get them set up so that there are no issues with them being able to complete their community service. We may have to call Mr. Yancey. He may be doing something else. There's Mr. Yancey. All right, Mr. Yancey, did you hear my request?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so if you could go in with Mr. Tramble, and we'll probably be sending in Mr. Taylor next, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Let's get him set up. All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tramble. Tramble, go into the breakout room when you get the invitation. All right, I have for Mac Taylor III, I have case number SP 1245567, counts 2 and 3, 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Taylor, state your full name for me, please. Unmute.
Can you hear me?
I can now. Yes, sir. State your name.
Mac Duffy Taylor III.
All right. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
All right. You are a part of Stand Down. Tell us what branch of the military did you serve in?
Army.
In the Army. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Taylor for his service in the United States Army. Thank you, Mr. Taylor. We appreciate you.
Thank
All
you.
right. I'm going to hear from the attorney as to Mr. Taylor.
Yes, Judge, thank you. We did talk in a breakout room and we talked to the city attorney. There is a recommendation that if Mr. Taylor were to plead on the reckless driving charge, I believe that's the case ending in 671, they would amend that to drag racing and they would recommend dismissal of the other 2 cases. Mr. Taylor wishes to take advantage of that, and we are asking the court to accept a no contest plea to the original charge and then amend that to a drag racing. This is a 2-year-old ticket, I believe.
All right, very good. Let me have you raise your right hand, Mr. Taylor. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Reed, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I'd like to start with the waiver. Mr. Taylor, we did talk in the breakout room and we talked about your constitutional rights to trial and trial by jury, your right to testify, your right to call witnesses, and at this time you wish to waive those rights and accept the plea that's offered by the city. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
And we talked about voluntary, and this is a voluntary plea on your part. No one forced you, threatened, or coerced you into entering this plea. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
Judge, I'm satisfied with the waiver. If I may proceed, Mr. Taylor, we also talked about the tickets and the no contest plea, and you'd like to enter a no contest plea. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
And just for the factual basis, we would stipulate that on the date and time of the citation in the city of Detroit, Mr. Taylor was operating a motor vehicle, and that was in a reckless manner. And we would make that stipulation. Is that correct, Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
And Judge, we would ask the court to accept the no contest plea and amend the charge to the lesser charge of drag racing. And I'd like to
All
address the
right.
court prior to sentencing.
All right, thank you. I'm accepting the plea of no contest. I'm amending the charge to drag racing. Mr. Reed, you may address the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. As my client indicated, he is a Army veteran. He is currently residing at the domiciliary. He's getting VA assistance and help and treatment while he's a resident there. We are asking the court, because he has no income at this time, to allow him to satisfy this judgment with community service. And he indicates that he is willing to follow the court's orders. Very nice gentleman, pleasant to talk to. Thank you, Judge.
All right, awesome. I am going to allow you to do community service. That will be 40 hours of community service. Mr. Taylor, do you need until December 18th as well? I'm sorry,
yes.
December 19th.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, December 19th, 2023. I'm putting it on for 10:30 a.m. You're going to go into that breakout room with Mr. Yancey, and so we can get you all set up,
Excuse
okay?
me, Judge.
And that way you won't have an issue. Yes.
Apologies for interrupting. I just wanted to state on the record, so Mr. Taylor is presently placed at our Valor Center. I think that it would be possible for him to complete his community service hours there, and I could provide probation with proof. I know that.
Absolutely. Let's do it. So, Mr. Kusheri, do you need to go in a breakout room with him?
No, Your Honor, I will be in touch with you, Mr. Taylor, and we will speak offline, and I can speak with your team at Valor, and we can talk about options to get those community service hours cranked out. As soon as they're completed, I can contact probation and provide the proof.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome.
All
Mr.
right,
Taylor.
awesome. Thank you, Mr. Kusheri. Then you are all set, Mr. Taylor. Again, thank you for your service and thank you for your patience this morning, okay?
And thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care.
Okay, you
All
too.
right, I have a few more people that I'm looking for stand down. Do we have any more ready?
No, Judge, there was Bernard Foster.
Did he show up?
No, he did not. There was Joseph Franks.
Franks, is he on my docket?
Joseph
I
Franks
don't
does
see-
not, he does not have any outstanding matters in your jurisdiction. So he was not registered. There is Bernard Foster had several outstanding matters and he was scheduled to appear. I spoke with him and he did receive notice from the court as well. He told me that he was planning on zooming in. I don't know where he is.
All right, I'm gonna call it. I'll call it. I have for Bernard Foster the following matters that were scheduled for hearing. These are going to be default judgments. Case numbers SP 1275683 counts 1 and 2, and case number SP 145646551. And then I have the remaining matters that are arraignments on the bench warrant. He has been given ample opportunity to appear. I'm going to do those, go directly to KPS on these, Ms. Mack. Okay, and so I have for Mr. Foster, case number SP 1275690, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1456451, counts 1 and 2. And case number SP 1456417, counts 1 and 2. Those will all be KPS. And I'm just gonna make the bond $50 as to all of the matters. So hopefully that works.
Yes, Judge.
All right, it'll be cash or surety.
We also had a Bill Billings on the docket.
Bill Billings did not show up today, is that correct?
No, he did not, although I do want the court to know that he was on the docket of Judge Giles. It's a felony matter. And I believe that's being taken care of by Judge Giles, so I think. Correct.
Is he taking care of this matter as well? Miss Matt,
Yes,
you know?
Judge. I spoke with the clerk.
All right, then I will take it off of my docket. Thank you so much. All right, wonderful. I want to go back now and finish my 8:30 a.m. docket. I have Mariah Anderson that's on for an arraignment on the bench warrant. How did Mariah Anderson get on for arraignment on the bench warrant?
Someone scheduled her there after I checked the docket. I already spoke to Miss Gray about it, so.
She shouldn't be on my docket, or?
She should have been in 533, but they.
Okay, is Miss Anderson? I thought I saw Miss Anderson on today.
She was.
Miss Anderson, you're on. Have you all talked with her at all?
No, Judge, but Robert Clayton's on behalf of Miss Anderson for arraignment purposes, Judge. We would waive formal reading, stand mute, ask this court to enter a not guilty plea and seek a retrial.
All right, Miss Anderson, did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear it.
All right, let me call the case number SP 147-78641. Miss Anderson, state your full name.
Mariah Anderson.
All right, good morning to you. Thank you for your patience on this morning. Miss Anderson, you are scheduled for an arraignment on the bench warrant. They should not have placed you on my docket, but you're here today. I'm not going to send you anywhere else. The attorney that's assigned to my courtroom, one of the attorneys assigned to my courtroom, has indicated that for purposes of the arraignment on the bench warrant, he's asking me to set aside that warrant to enter a not guilty plea and schedule this matter for pretrial. Is that what you would like to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then that is what I'll do. I'll schedule this matter for pretrial. I am going to schedule the pretrial for, we should schedule it for can we do October 30th for the pretrial? It'll be October 30th, 2023. And I'm going to put you on my docket at 10:35 a.m. That way we can finish our other docket.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
In this case, it makes so much more sense for this.
Yeah, I won't send her all over the place. So Miss Anderson, you're gonna come back to me on that date on October 30th at 10:35 a.m., okay?
Okay, and it will be on a Zoom, right?
Yes, ma'am, it's on Zoom.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
All right, are there any other veteran matters for the Veterans Treatment Court team?
Oh, Your Honor.
All right, then I am going to gladly release Mr. I'm sorry.
What about me, Mr. Trimble?
What about you, Mr. Trimble? You came late.
Yes, my bus came late and everything. Am I gonna be able
Come
to?
on. Yes, you know I'm gonna do your case. Come on. Since you doing what you're supposed to do, Mr. Trimble, I'm gonna go ahead and do your case. Because I heard you doing it. I heard you doing it, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Are they telling the truth? Are they
Yes,
telling the
ma'am.
truth? They telling the truth on
I've been
you.
making improvements. I'm moving into a new place and everything.
Come on, Mr. Trimble. Yeah. Look at you. I'm so proud of you, sir. Listen, Mr. Trimble, let me put your case number on the record. All right, let's do it. I have case number 220-610-6601. Mr. Trimble, state your full name for me.
Wrong Trimble.
All right, Mr. Trimble. Listen, it was reported in staffing that you are doing your thing, that you are showing up where you're supposed to show up, that you are participating, you are engaging, and all of that is true, isn't it, Mr. Trimble?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel?
I feel good, refreshed. You know, I haven't been drinking or smoking or anything like that. You know, I'm ready to, get a job, go out and start socializing and stuff,
Look at you. Do you notice anything different about yourself now that you're not drinking or smoking?
Yes, I feel healthier. I look healthier. I'm having better conversations. Thank you. I'm having better conversations with people and stuff like that.
Yes. And you like that, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. You like it? I love it.
Thank you.
Very good. How's your mom doing?
Oh, she's doing lovely. She called me this morning actually, and I was speaking to her, but she's doing pretty good.
All right, is she happy about you getting your own place?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so if you need assistance with things for your place, you're gonna let Mr. Yancey know, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, when are you scheduled to move?
Sometime this week, like either Thursday or Friday.
Look at you. I love it. I love it. All right, listen, Mr. Trimble, this program is working for you. Wouldn't you say that? Would you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have your commitment to continue going?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what questions do you have for me this morning, Mr. Trimble?
No, really, I really don't have too many questions.
No, all right. Mr. Yancey, you reported yesterday that Mr. Trimble is in compliance. Has anything changed?
Nothing's changed. He can't have my furniture, so I don't know what we're gonna do. But
let's find him some.
Okay, we'll work it out. But no, he's in compliance, Your Honor.
He is in compliance. I'm so proud of this young man. I am. Mr. Kucheri, do you all have resources to help him? He's moving into his own place.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Tremble, congratulations on pursuing your own independent housing through VASH. I'm glad that they're helping you. Yes, we have resources. I'd be happy to provide you some. I'd be happy to collaborate with your VASH social worker to talk about some community resources that we can offer you to help fill in the gaps with whatever you need. And congratulations on a great report. Congratulations on all your hard work and all your compliance with all the treatment that's expected of you. You're doing great, and it's good to see you.
Thank you. It's good seeing you too, Mr. Kucheri.
All right, very good, Miss Mag. What kind of... Mr. Trimble, you have been doing so well. On today, we are going to give you an incentive. You are going to get a Target gift card from us to buy you a housewarming gift. And I need you to buy it and then show us what you bought, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
How does that make you feel, Mr. Trimble? I see you smiling. You trying not to, but you are smiling.
Thank you. Well, yes, I'm flattered. I feel good. I like that.
All right, Mr. Yancey, I need you to coordinate with him to get his gift card, okay?
I can do that. John.
Awesome. Listen, Mr. Trimble is doing well. He is in phase 2. He's going to have a face-to-face on October 31st, 2023. That will be at 1:30 p.m. And then he will have his return to court on November 7th, 2023. And that will be at 8:45 a.m. by way of Zoom. All right, Mr. Trimble, before you leave, I need everybody. Wait, do you have questions for us?
No, ma'am. You said November 7th, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, don't forget, you must get a housewarming gift, okay? Something for your new place.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you got to show it to me.
All right, I will.
All right, very good. Before you leave us today, Mr. Trimble, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating and thanking Mr. Trimble for his service in the United States Army. Thank you, Mr. Trimble. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're in great shape, sir. Take care.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good.
You guys
listen,
have
if folks, you too, thank you. If folks are getting on for the trials that are scheduled, Miss Wilson, please start getting them, the police officers, into their breakout room. Get the attorneys in their breakout room, call the prosecutors, tell them to come on, give them co-hosts, and tell them let's start working. We have things to do today. And by the way, we have some really important things to do today, because today is my Officer Dale Lott's birthday. Come on, y'all. Let's celebrate Happy birthday. Yeah. So listen, don't y'all play with me this morning. I have things to do. All right, let's go. I'm going to go to Jarrell Singleton, Mr. Singleton, and then Miss Cleveland. If you can hear me, you have 2 people down here. You have Mr. Tremaine and you have Mr. Crawford. Let us know what's going on, and so we can get them squared away, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be down there in
All
just a
right.
few minutes.
All right,
Oh, and
awesome.
Mr. Seneca Pollard is on.
I know, I'm gonna get to him as well. All right, but I'm gonna do Mr. Singleton. Today is his day. All right, Mr. Singleton. Yeah, I'm done with the veterans. You all are now excused to leave. That's right, I did Mr. Trimble. Thank you, Mr. Kusheri. We appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Parker. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day, everyone.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Mr. Singleton. I have for Mr. Singleton. Where do I have Mr. Singleton? I'm missing him. Yeah, here he is. Case number 222112. Mr. Singleton, state your full name for me.
Yes, Jarrell Singleton, Your Honor.
All right, how are you doing today, Mr. Singleton?
I'm doing swell, Your Honor. Hey, I completed my therapy, but to me, I haven't completed yet until I can help somebody else out.
All right, wonderful. And did they give you a continuum of care? Things that you still need to do?
Yes, she did.
All right, and I have your commitment to do those things?
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful, Mr. Yancey. Let's make sure that Ms. Price is aware and that you are aware of that continuum of care so that we can monitor and make sure he's following through, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Singleton, are you at work?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, I need to just know from you very quickly what's something you've added to or deleted from your life in the last 30 days that's helping you on your journey.
Yes, I deleted not going back to alcohol. So, that's great. I feel great.
Okay, that's within the last, well, you've been doing that since March. You started that. Is there anything else you've deleted or added in the last 30 days?
No, just talking to people and reaching out to people. So, and especially Mr. Yancey, if he don't call me, I definitely call him. I'll find him.
All right, very good, very good. Are you having any issues working the program?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not at all.
No issues?
No,
all
ma'am.
Right.
I enjoy the program. You guys help me out a lot.
All right, awesome, awesome. Listen, Mr. Singleton, in staffing, it was reported that you're doing well. And so if you don't have any concerns or any questions, I'm going to hear from Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey, is he still doing well?
Yes, Your Honor, he's still doing well. He's finished treatment. He's engaged in the aftercare. I had to get that information, but yes, he is still has good status with us, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. All right, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go to your next dates. You're in phase 2. Your face-to-face date would be October 31st, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. And then your return to court would be November 7th, 2023. And that is going to be at I'm going to put you on for 10 o'clock a.m., okay?
10 o'clock a.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and face-to-face October 30th.
October 31st.
October 31st. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. All right, very good. It's good to see you, Mr. Singleton. Continue to do well, continue to take good care of yourself and make good choices.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
All right, very good. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
All right, very good. Let's keep going. I am going to now go to, I am looking for, if you are in one of our problem-solving courts, please turn your camera on. I'm getting ready to close out the problem-solving court. And if your camera is not on and I miss you, I will not do you until the end of my docket. Please turn your camera on. If you are a part of problem-solving court, if you're in our drug treatment court, our veterans court, we should be done with veterans. Yes. Please turn on your camera. If you are a police officer here on a case, you should be, or a witness, you should be getting an invitation to go to a breakout room. Please do that. For the probation officers, I am going to call your matters in just a second. Well, how about I only see Mr. Pollard. So I'm gonna go ahead and call Mr. Pollard, and then I'm gonna go to my probation. Because I asked y'all to turn y'all cameras on, and y'all think y'all gonna interfere with my officer's birthday today, and it's not happening. Not happening. All right, come on, Mr. Pollard. Mr. Pollard, I am ready for you. Miss Cleveland, are you with us where you can give us the case number, because he's not on my docket, or Miss Matt, can you give us the case number? Go ahead.
Is for Senator Pollard, I have 05-343-751.
All right, Mr. Pollard, state your full name.
Senator Pollard.
All right, what happened to you yesterday?
I was told that I had court the 27th, which is my son's birthday, at 9 a.m. And I even my job even know that I got the 27th court in the morning. And I called my mom's because she write down my court dates. Because when I got off work yesterday, my recovery coach gave me an email stating that if I don't come to court today, that I'll be getting a warrant for my arrest. And I called my mom's and I said, what's the court date that I had got 2 weeks ago? She said the 27th is on your son's birthday. And I'm like, that's what I got down. And I also had, because I had a face-to-face on the 16th at 1:30 p.m. I keep it in my wallet. And I did leave a message. I didn't get to speak with Ms. Cleveland, but I left a message stating that I'll call for my face-to-face at 1:30. So I don't understand how my court date is not at 9 o'clock, because I wrote it down 2 weeks ago on this paper right when you asked me to.
I don't know what happened, but we didn't put a warrant out, gave you an opportunity to come on today.
Right.
And so can someone please get Miss Cleveland, tell Miss Cleveland, I need her to come on for her client. All right. Mr. Pollard, how are things going with you?
Everything is fine. I wasn't able to contact my job last night. I had to explain to them this morning that I would be late for work because I had court. And I don't know if they liked it, but they working with me. So
all right. Did you need a sheet from Miss Matt or from this court indicating that you were in court today?
If I could get some like an email or something sent to my recovery coach, I would appreciate that.
Miss Mack, would you do that? You're gonna have to, when we hang up, you're gonna have to call Miss Mack and give her the recovery coach email address, okay?
Okay. I can't. Miss Cleveland have it. I can't get it sent through Miss Cleveland.
Yeah, we can get it. We'll get it from Miss Cleveland. If Miss Cleveland has it, we'll get it from Miss Cleveland, okay?
Yes. Okay.
All right. Very good. How are things going with you with transitional?
Things are going fine. You know, it's been 4 months. You know, I've been doing it for 4 months. I'm continuing. I'm maintaining my my random testing. Two random days out the week. Also, making it to work. You know, and making my meetings. So, I'm just doing it. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the program.
You're doing it. I love it. I love it. And I'm proud of you, Mr. Pollard. And it sounds like you're having an open mind about doing what you're supposed to be doing for the long haul, right?
Yes, most definitely.
Right. Awesome. That Miss Cleveland is physically in the courtroom. Very good. And so, Mr. Pollard, tell me something you've added or deleted from your life in the last 30 days that you believe has been helpful to you.
Well, like it was just nothing like holding I just had a granddaughter and Naya, and there was nothing like being sober, holding her, and that's all she knows is that her granddad is a sober man. So I want to maintain that and keep that.
All right, I love it. I love it. Congratulations to you and your family.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, is Mr. Pollard in compliance?
Yes, he is, Your Honor. I saw him holding up a little piece of paper, but I don't know what he was trying to show.
That's okay. We've gotten past that.
Okay,
let's go.
Yes, Your Honor. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. He is actually testing at a third-party site, and his results have all been negative. So I'm very proud of him. Very pleased with his progress. I believe he's working now as well, and working through the agency, they're assisting him with that. So, he's doing great things. I just have to, he's not quite at, a time where he's making good progress towards, being recommended for promotion.
All right, awesome. And right now, what phase is he in?
He's in phase 2 right now, Your Honor, 65 days in.
All right, you're doing well, Mr. Pollard. What questions do you have?
I don't know. I would like to. I was supposed to get some information sent to my recovery coach showing the steps in phase 2. I would like to know what my future holds. You know, like what steps, like.
Okay, so you're gonna talk to Ms. Cleveland about that when you need to do a face-to-face with him.
I think so, Your Honor, but I did send those things over. He just might not have gotten them yet. It's like a little list of phase 2 requirements that we just gonna start working on.
Okay, all right. So Ms. Cleveland, you and Ms. Cleveland will talk about that because he's gonna have a face-to-face with you on October 31st. And that needs to be at 1:30 p.m. You all can work out that time if there's a better time. And then his next court date will be November 7th, 2023 at 10 o'clock a.m.
Thank you.
And so, go ahead.
I apologize. He does have a work schedule, so I'm trying to figure out.
Mr. Pollard, what's better for your work schedule?
You said you said November. 1 second. I'm sorry. You said November 7th at what time? You talking about for the court date or the face-to-face?
The court date. Is the court there at 8:30 in the morning? Because we can switch it to a Thursday.
Yes, I usually do my court dates in the morning the same way.
Yes, yeah.
All right, so you want to do at 10 o'clock or?
At 8:35, if he could be switched to a Thursday, that would be better.
All right, then I will switch him to, it's gonna be hard, you all, because of the holiday stuff that's going on. And then, let's see.
Or Monday.
Or we could do the 9th. I'm sorry.
Yes, Monday would be okay.
Wait, the 7th is a Tuesday, right? So we could do the 9th, yes. Let's do the 9th. We'll do November 9th, 2023, and that will be at 10 o'clock. Does that still work, 10 o'clock?
8:30 because of his work.
8:30, all right, we'll put you on for 8:30, okay, Mr. Pollard?
Yes. November 9th, correct?
Yes, November 9th.
Okay. And my face-to-face is October 31st at 1:30, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm writing it down. Look, y'all see?
Right.
It's written down.
Okay. Yes, sir. All right, are we all set?
Your initials next to your name, Judge.
Okay.
This is his letter. And I'm
All
gonna
right.
give This letter to you, Mr. Cleveland, we need it for his job.
Okay.
Send it to his.
There you go. And we have that letter for your job, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, nothing else? You're all set. Good to see you.
See you too, Judge.
All right, take good care of yourself.
I will.
All right, very good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes. Okay, very good. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Pollard. You can zoom out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Be safe. All right, very good. Let's go to, thank you, Ms. Cleveland. Let's go to and you still have some folks, Ms. Cleveland? I don't see, hold on, Mr. Fry is a face-to-face. I have Mr. Johnson is a face-to-face. Miss Arrington is a face-to-face. And then I have the file for, let's see, Charlita Jackson. It's a face-to-face. I have a file for Shakia Jackson. Does anybody know if she's with us? Shakia Jackson. She was scheduled for 9:30. Shakia Jackson.
I believe she's, I left a message. I believe she's at work. I'm not saying that's an
Okay.
excuse. I'm saying, I'm not sure she got the message.
She wouldn't have known that today was her court date.
She should have known. She's in residential, but she should have known.
She's still at residential,
Yeah, she's still at
beginning steps?
Yes.
No,
In
or the
Westland.
nest.
And no,
Oh, beginning
beginning
steps.
step in Westland.
All right, then what I will do is I'd like to adjourn her. Can I see her on Friday?
Yes.
All right, so I'll adjourn her for Friday, October 27th, 2023, and that would be at 8:35 a.m. And so that is for Shakia Jackson, Z807-2891.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready on Todd McCray?
27.
Are the parties ready on Mr. McCray?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Where are the attorneys? Mr. Reed, there, I see you. Okay, let's do it. I have for Mr. McCray, I have several matters. I have case numbers 200-605-9101, SP 105-22891, SP 115-93961, SP 117-17581, SP 126-95471, case number SP 127-75361, SP 132-15471, SP 132-20031, and case number 18457-1551. Mr. McCray, please state your full name. Unmute for me.
Hi, McCray.
All right, good morning, Mr. McCray. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm good, and you?
I am doing well. Mr. McCray, you accepted a plea in another case, right? In a felony case?
Yes.
And you're awaiting sentencing?
Yes, my sentencing is tomorrow. I have court for them in the morning.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. McCray, we had an opportunity to staff your case because, and I'll let the attorneys go ahead, place it on the record. Somebody unmute. This is the case where he's a part of our specialty court, but he has since been convicted of or pled guilty to a felony charge.
Yes, Judge, we staffed this case yesterday. We talked about it. We talked about the felony conviction, and it was our belief that the felony conviction made him no longer eligible to participate in our specialty court. So there were some recommendations. I believe there was a recommendation of regular probation, and we were leaving it to the court's final decision.
All right, Mr. Griffin, go ahead.
Yep, and Judge, I know it's several tickets in this matter or whatever. I know Mr. Mecca probably need to pull all of this stuff, so I don't know how much time we have today, but I wouldn't be opposed to adjourning just to get everything together, all the tickets pulled, because it was a lot. I think we dismissed some tickets, and then he had all these tickets on there just to see what we're gonna do with everything.
Well, here's what I'm recommending. This is my recommendation, that he be transferred to regular probation as is.
Okay.
With the same deal that he has with specialty court. I'm going to keep him as a part of probation because he's still gonna work the things that he needs to do. And so that's what I'm proposing. And that way he doesn't lose the deal.
Okay.
He doesn't lose anything unless he fails to work the program. Any objection to that?
No objection, and we appreciate that very much, Your Honor. That's a huge help to Mr. McCray. We appreciate the board's consideration there.
All right. Mr. McCray, do you have any objection to working, because you're still gonna be working with me and you're still gonna be doing the stuff you're doing now?
Okay.
Because I don't want you to lose your deal. You had 100,000 cases, and the prosecutors and defense attorneys worked really hard to get you a great deal. It does not make sense to me for you to go back to take 10 steps back It just doesn't, and if we can help you not take 10 steps back, I want to do that. Are you willing to do the work?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Grit, I saw Mr. Morgan. Do I see Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan, I thought I saw you. Listen, right on time. Listen, a question for you. Are you opposed to, and if you are, I'm good with it, for Mr. McCray, still keeping him with his case manager, even though I'm transferring him to regular probation? Because he's going to continue to do the stuff that he's doing with us. I'm not changing his probation order.
Well, Judge, we would prefer that probation supervise him.
Okay, all right. Who do you have in mind?
Let me see, Jazz, no, we get them to, come through Mr. Bradfield.
As long as it's somebody that's gonna follow through. I don't want to hear about violations 30 days later. Do not pass me no paper about no violation. Pick up the phone, let my clerk know.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I respond to violations immediately. I don't set hearings 50 days down the road. And somebody that's going to really monitor what he's doing and that he's complying with the terms and conditions of probation.
Yeah, I can also have a conversation with Mr. Bradfield about the importance of reporting timely if something happens.
All right, very good. Then, Mr. Griffin, I would like it to be a smooth transition. My order that's in place, the things that he's doing with his testing and all of those good things will remain in place. And so I'd like you to spend some time with Mr. Bradfield, just letting him know between you and Mr. Morgan how this works and that I'm still going to continue to see him. I'm still going to continue to see him often.
Okay. And what I'll do, Judge, once he gets sentenced tomorrow, I'll get a copy of their probation order just to see what they sentenced him to. Just to give Mr. Bradfield that too, so we see what conditions and stuff that he does have with the other court or whatever. And I'll bring Mr. Bradfield up to date with everything. And I think this is the best outcome for him because by him still having a deal to get rid of all these tickets or whatever, give him the best opportunity to get his license and to get himself back together. Because if he lose all this, he go back to step one and he'll be starting all over again. So I think this is an excellent opportunity for him to take advantage of with the regular probation.
All right. He's really, Mr. Reed, Mr. Pike is getting a deal of a lifetime because if he successfully completes regular probation, then he's going to get these dismissals. And he'll keep the dismissals that we already gave him. So, Mr. McCray, I'm gonna need you to work it. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you continue to do what you're doing right now. Nothing has changed. All
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Mr. Griffin, I'm gonna give him a new court date. And actually what I'm gonna do is I want him to do his final exit with you October 31st, 2023, just for scheduling purposes. Mr. Griffin, you can do it before.
Okay.
And I'm putting him on for 1:30 p.m. And then let Mr. Bradfield know that I am going to see him on November 7th, 2023. And that will be at 10:00 a.m. on Zoom, unless there's an issue. Mr. McCray, I'm gonna reiterate, continue to do what you've been doing, because if you don't, you're gonna have all of these cases and all the other stuff we dismissed, I'm gonna have to reinstate all of those matters and you're gonna be back to 2 sheets of tickets.
Okay.
And that does not make sense to me when I'm willing to help you.
Yes.
Are you willing to help yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you better prove it, sir. You
Okay.
better prove it. All right, very good. You have any questions for us?
No, I pretty much understand everything.
You still at DRP?
Yeah, still at DRP.
And you're gonna still be at DRP?
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
All right, very good. And you're still going to, we still need to make sure, Mr. Griffin, that Mr. Bradfield is able to get that information and all that good stuff, that he's engaged, he's showing up, and he's doing what he's supposed to do. What about his job, about career opportunities? Did you all explore any?
Yeah, we did. I had him set up with CEO or whatever. He continues to work with his father. So you said you want, we talked about career, but he was still working with his stepfather. far
All
as
right.
employment. But I
All
did
right.
reach out to CEO. I did refer him and everything. They reached out to him, but he said he was, complacent with working with his stepdad at this time.
All right. As long as you've got the money to do the things you're supposed to do, you can't come in here and tell me I can't afford to test when we're offering other opportunities to you. But if that keeps you afloat and you're able to provide because you have two beautiful children, then I'm gonna leave it alone until you're ready to do something different. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and Judge, I'll
All
get
right.
everything set up and talk to Mr. Bradfield. Then I guess Ms. Mack probably would do a regular probation order. So I'll come down and have some conversation with her and get
Yes.
everything set up for the probation, the term and all that. So I'll come down and have a conversation with Ms. Mack.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Griffin. Thank you for that warm transition. He is hereby terminated from our specialty court, and we'll do that warm handoff. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Morgan, as well.
All right, thank you,
All
Judge.
right, you're all set, Mr. McCray. You'll look to hear from Mr. Griffin.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. You are excused. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I have. Oh, okay. Oh, am I in town? I'm not in town. Miss. But whatchamacallit? Oh. Oh, this would have been wonderful.
I'll be there judging your presence.
Come on and shout for me and wear your Lions gear. I'm just kidding. All right, let's do it. All right, Miss, are you ready on your two matters? Because I've got probation waiting for me.
Yes.
Mr.
Would you like, I would like to sidebar.
Okay, yes, because I need to stand up just for a second anyway. And then where is Miss Messer today? Where's Miss Messer? Who has Miss Messer?
Mr. Yancey.
Mr. Yancey, where's Miss Messer today? And then probation, I'm ready for you all. I know I had you on for 10. Unfortunately, my docket is overloaded. And so I'll be ready to do you. So start probation, folks, start getting your people to turn your cameras on. Please turn your cameras on so we can get moving. Mr. Yancey, where's Miss Messer?
Yeah, I'm not sure. She hasn't responded to anything that I've sent off.
That's not like Miss Messer.
Yeah, even though she's been having issues with electronic things ever since she had to move.
All right.
Not making excuses.
I'll adjourn her to Friday. Get in touch with her because that's not like her. I'm going to do case number U418-08717, Z808-2891, and case number 193-993-231 for Crystalline Messer. I am going to adjourn her to October 27th, 2023, and I will put her on for 9:30 a.m. All right, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Do you have Mr. Staples? Well, actually for Mr. Staples, you're gonna go back to Lake Ridge. You know, I struggled with your results on yesterday, because you came here and you were deluded. Mr. Staples, you've gotta be honest with us. We cannot help you if you're not honest. Miss Cleveland is over here saying, Judge, he needs help, not punishment. Help, not punishment. But we can't help you if you're not gonna be honest, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do I have your commitment to be honest?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're gonna go back to Lake Ridge. I am gonna place you on a 30-day restriction. Only place you're going is to work and back. Nowhere else, not to the store, not to visit family, none of that. Work and back. I'm not gonna interfere with your job. You're going to test at Lake Ridge, okay? And I need Mr. Williams to know, I need those tests to be often.
Yes.
I need them to be often. At least a minimum of twice a week random. I prefer 3 times a week random.
Yes.
So you're going to test at Lake Ridge, okay? And then you're going to meet Miss Cleveland's gonna set you up to talk with Miss Price to just make sure if there are any therapeutic recommendations that she may make, okay? Because we wanna make sure we have you in the right complement of services. How does that sound to you? All right. I hate to send you to jail yesterday, but you know, you came in here and that wasn't the right thing to do, right? All right. Hope you thought about it. I need honesty, and I've told you that before. Be honest. We're gonna help you. We're not here to punish you. We're here to help you. Okay? All right, very good. I want to give Mr. Staples a face-to-face date of October 31st, 2023. That's going to be at 1:30 p.m. And then can he still do court that following Tuesday?
I think you have.
No, he's coming on the 6th, right?
Yes.
So November 6th, 2023, just put him on for 9 o'clock.
Yes, Your Honor. And Ms. Price, you said is here, so he can stay here until she comes down.
Well, make sure you coordinate that for me.
Okay, all right.
Because we've got something going on in here
Okay.
in a minute.
Oh, yes, okay.
All right, very good. So just coordinate that. Yeah, because I have to do Mr. Crawford. All right, let's go to Mr. Crawford. I have case number Z808. I promise after this probation, I'm ready for y'all. Z808-6811. Mr. Crawford, state your full name, please. Good morning to you, Mr. Crawford. Mr. Crawford, you're doing a lot of back and forth, forth and back, up and down, in and out, and around and around. I'm not doing it. And I need to let you know, don't ever give this court an ultimatum. I promise you. Well, that's not the communications that I got from 2 places. 2 independent places. That you were leaving out, you were getting out of Lake Ridge, or you were leaving. And
I didn't ever say nothing like that.
all right, well,
I asked how can what was my alternative? Because I didn't meet the criteria. That's what I
okay,
asked.
so you don't get to determine whether or not you meet the criteria.
The 1-800 number, lady told me that. That's what I
Okay,
asked.
well, give us an opportunity to work on it, but the way you were coming across was not well received. And so listen, you are there, you are here because you have engaged, I want to make sure, yep, you have engaged in behavior that would keep you at the Wayne County Jail for 90 days. I would rather see you get help as opposed to go to jail. And I think you owe that to yourself. Don't you think so? All right. And so that help may not look the way you want it to look. That help may not feel the way you want it to feel. But sir, you're here because of choices that you've made. So I need you to work with us. Do I have your commitment to do that? All right. What did you want to ask or say?
I just moved into a home house, on the 8th.
Speaking that mic, I want to hear you.
I signed my lease on the 8th, and I hear, I had to say that. So I was asking, how can I program, maybe just continue going, my drops.
No, but it's not just continuing your drops. You have to work the program. I understand that, but you have to work the program, not according to what you think is necessary, but what we determine is necessary. And so, Ms. Cleveland, it's my understanding that Jonathan Williams indicated that he was ready to go back into community living, right?
Yes, Your Honor, just so that I can update for the record as well, I've had several conversations with Mr. Crawford, and, my understanding was that, he was ready to terminate from the program.
Well, he doesn't get to do that, and my answer is no. I get to determine whether or not somebody is released. So I don't wanna go back and forth, because I got a whole courtroom that's ready to go. Bottom line, what are we doing with Mr. Crawford?
So Mr. Crawford, I hope understands now that he is in recovery services, Your Honor, at Lakebridge. He has to remain there. They were giving him 14 days of restricted processes, but we're gonna allow him to go into the community after 14 days of being restricted to allow him to work. If he were going into the community, he has to also understand that he has to begin testing at jams as a third party again. That was a discussion that we were having as well, Your Honor. So he would have to remain at Lakebridge, remain engaged with those services. He would be allowed.
I thought that Mr. Williams said that he could go home, that he didn't have a problem with him going home.
He said he does not have a problem with him leaving Lakebridge or, if he would like to do the OPW, have to get him on. 1-800 number again.
I can't hear. I'm sorry. I gotta wait for that. That's correct. Go ahead.
Sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Williams said he does not have a problem with him going home from Lakebridge Village, that he would have to get back. I know he would have to get back on the 1-800 number to be reassessed for outpatient, because outpatient is limited.
So Mr. Williams said it's okay for him to go home.
Yes.
But you need him to get on the 1-800 number.
Yes.
And then why can't we do that today? Let's get him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Transition to go home, and let's get him on the 1-800 number today.
Yes.
And then he's gotta do his testing. His testing should be 3 times a week.
Your Honor.
And so if you wanna go home, you're gonna have to pay for your testing. You can come here and test Monday through Friday, as long as the court is open from 8:30 to 3:30. And then you don't have to have the cash in hand. You will have to pay us, but you won't have to pay us cash in hand on the day of testing. And you can get them a line for jams as well, because on the weekends, we're not closed, we're not open, and then on the holidays, we're not open, but you're still required to test. Now, let me say this to you. I'm allowing you to go home not because you gave an ultimatum, not because you said you were ready to go home, not because somebody else, but because the clinician assessed you and indicated that you were fit to go home. That's the only reason why you're going home. I'm not a clinician. I'm gonna stay in my lane. So what I'm saying to you, sir, is if you get home and now you're not working your program, you're creating problems for yourself. And we are problem solvers. We will solve the problem that you create for yourself. Understood? All right. What else for me?
That's all, Your Honor. He's actually good today with his screening, and so he's not completely negative, and hopefully going forward, that will be the case, Your Honor.
All right. I need testing 3 times per week, random. And then get him on the 800 number today. And let's get him connected to his services. You need to be honest with them about your issues, okay? So we can make sure you're getting the right complement of services. Because if you're not getting the right complement of services, you're gonna fall off. And if you fall off, you're gonna have a problem, okay? All right, you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ms. Price also wants to speak with him again.
And then Ms. Price is gonna see Ms. Price today as well. All right, you have questions for me?
Yes, I think miscommunication.
It's okay, I think we are all clear now.
I never said that I was asking a question.
Okay.
I never said I would have further support because I was asking how much longer do I have with the special support? That's what I
Well, sir, you're just getting started. So come on, you took off a long time. You didn't tell us when you were released to go back to work. And so, listen, you're here now. So let's just work it. I don't have a time to tell you when you're gonna get out. That's the bottom line.
I did reach out to Ms. Cleveland when I got out of the hospital.
Your Honor, I'm not gonna argue.
I'm not going back and forth either on that. Listen, you're here. We can't count time that you weren't working the program, sir. Whether you contacted Ms. Cleveland or not. Okay, all right. So here's where we are. I'm gonna give him that. You contacted Mrs. Cleveland, but you wasn't working your program. I can't give you time as working your program when you weren't working your program. How can I do that? It's like you don't show up for work, they pay you. I can't do that. Yes, sir. What do you want to say?
At the time I did reach out to Mr. Williams, he told me that, the heat program was almost over and I have to get into it next year. I did fall asleep in that. I did reach out to the counselors in the way, 1-800.
That's not working your program though. Go ahead. You're getting information, but you weren't working your program. You weren't working your program. I understand. I understand. And you know that part of your program is coming to court, right? How many times you came to court during that time? 0. Very good. All right. And so this is what you weren't working your program. I applaud you for calling people, but you weren't working your program. Getting information is not working your program. It's not going to your drives. It's not going to your services. It's not coming to court. It's not doing the things that the court ordered you to do. So you're back in. I can't give you credit for time that you didn't work your program. I can't do it and I won't do it. It's not fair to you. Okay? So I'm going to give you a face-to-face date of October 31st. That's going to be at 1:30. Your return to court date will be November 7th, 2023. I'm going to put you on for 10 o'clock a.m. because that's our Veterans Court Day. And then, but on today, you've got to get these things done before you can leave the court. Okay? Can I count on you to do that? All right. Wonderful. Good to see you. Looks like you're feeling better. You're doing better. And I hope that you're following up with everything, right? I'm sorry. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Bye-bye. Your attitude is about to make me not be nice.
Your Honor, I'm gonna ask Ms. Max something about.
Go right ahead. All right, I'm ready for probation. I need to do 10 o'clock. Let's go. Ms. Tucker, who do you have? You're at the top of my screen. Who do you have?
I have Alan Terrell Combs.
Mr. Combs? He's in breakout room 6. Bring him in. Who else do you have?
That's it, Your Honor.
Uh-oh, where's Mr. Combs? Because Mr. Combs has been on all morning. Can we bring Mr. Combs out of breakout room 6?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm doing it now.
All right, I have for Mr. Combs, while he's coming, Ms. O'Driscoll, who do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Cameron Anderson and LaRonda Anderson.
All right, you have the Andersons. All right, very good. Let's go to Mr. Combs, turn your camera on. I'm ready to work to do your stuff. And then Mr. Hunter, who do you have?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Hassan Abdallah and Mohammed Al-Amin.
And those gentlemen are in breakout room 6 as well.
All right, where's Miss, oh, here's Mr. Al-Amin. Okay, Hunter has Al-Amin. All right, let's go. I'm going to Mr. Combs first, and then I'll do Ms. O'Driscoll, and then I'll get to you, Mr. Hunter. I have for Alan Combs, SP 107-495-21, 053-859-51, and SP 107-495-51. Mr. Combs, no, I'm sorry, for probation, Ms. Tucker, place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shantia Tucker on behalf of probation.
All right, thank you, Mr. Combs. Place your name on the record for me.
Alan Combs.
All right, Mr. Combs. Ms. Tucker, is Mr. Combs in compliance with his probation order?
Yes, he is, Your Honor. And he began his community service at Community Christian Fellowship Church. I think he stated the other day that as of yesterday, he needs 15 more hours to complete.
All right. So he's almost there. When did he start his probation? I know I'm doing short order today. I still have trial scheduled.
It was reinstated December 5th of 2022.
All right, so he's getting there. You're getting there, Mr. Combs. Come on, get that community service done, all right?
I am, Your Honor, and thank you.
All right, you have any issues or concerns that you need to raise with the court this morning?
None, Your Honor.
All right, what about you, Mr. Combs?
None, Your Honor. I'm getting it done with.
All right, very good. I would like to bring you back on, let's go down to, can we do November 28th? Let me make sure that's a good date for me. Yes, November 28th, 2023. And that would be at 10. I'll put you on for 10 because usually my docket is not this heavy. We just had some scheduling issues. So I'll put you in. Yes, the 26th. I do them at what time?
10.
At
26.
not the 26th, November 28th. My apologies. I'm writing down December. November 28th. And that'll be at 10 o'clock a.m. Okay, Mr. Combs?
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
Keep up the great work. Thank you. All right, let's go. Thank you, Ms. Tucker. And I apologize for the wait.
No problem.
Let's
Thank you, Your
go
Honor.
to, all right. Let's go to LaRonda Anderson, Z8086181, SP 132-25804, and counts one, wait a minute. Yeah, SP 132-25802, case number SP 132-2579, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ms. Anderson, nope, let me start with your probation officer. Ms. O'Driscoll, place your appearance on the record.
Jennifer O'Driscoll on behalf of the probation department.
All right, good morning, and thank you for your patience. Ms. Anderson, state your name for me.
LaRondra Anderson.
All right, thank you. Ms. O'Driscoll, is Ms. Anderson in compliance with her probation order?
She is. She recently completed the alcohol highway safety program and continues to work on paying her court costs and fines. She was originally sentenced to a 1-year term of probation on March 21st of 2023. All of her tests have been negative thus far.
All right, awesome. Ms. O'Driscoll, any issues or concerns that you need to report or
No.
recommendations that you need to make?
There's nothing from probation.
All right, Ms. Anderson, anything for me?
No, Your Honor. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Yesterday was a rough day and we tried our best not to make today a rough day, but we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. All right, you're almost there. Believe it or not, you're almost there. All right. I am going to give you the next date also, November 28th, 2023, and that will be at 10 o'clock a.m. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's go now to Cameron Anderson. I have case number SP 1366030, counts 1 and 2. Case number Z8087251. Case number SP 123-79032. Ms. O'Driscoll, you have already placed your appearance on the record. Mr. Cameron Anderson, please state your name for the record.
Cameron Alexander Anderson.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, Ms. O'Driscoll, is Mr. Anderson in compliance with the court's orders?
Yes, Mr. Anderson is in full compliance. He's actually completed all terms and conditions of probation, has paid all court costs, fines, and fees in full, and has tested negative.
All right, and when did he start probation?
He was sentenced to a 12-month term of probation on March 9th of 2023.
All right, and what are you recommending on today?
If the court would agree, I'd recommend that the defendant be discharged early with improvement.
Okay, 1 second. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Anderson has one ticket he needs to pay for blocking traffic is $175.
He's got a ticket that he owes us
It
on.
will be paid on Friday.
Okay.
All right, let's get it paid on Friday, and then at his next hearing, I'll entertain a release, okay?
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, very good. Mr. Anderson, any questions for this court?
Is it another way that I can drop or go to the drop? Because right now I'm working from 5 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and it's kind of hard just getting there.
I understand. Talk with your probation officer, because given the nature of your charges, you must drop. So you can talk with Mr. Driscoll. I don't know what hours of operation are, but he must drop.
He's currently testing through ATS. I think they're open until 8 in the evening.
All right. All right. So, Mr. Anderson, talk with Miss O'Driscoll, because you must test. I can't do anything with your testing, okay?
I hear you.
All right, your next date is going to be November 28th, 2023. That will be at 10 o'clock a.m., okay? All right, take care. Thank you, Ms. O'Driscoll.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. All right, let's go to Mr. Abdallah, Z8088631. Mr. Hunter.
Good
Start
morning.
with you. State your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Hunter appearing on behalf of probation.
Thank you.
Good morning,
Go
Your
ahead.
Honor. Hassan Abdallah.
Thank you and good morning, Mr. Abdallah. All right, Mr. Hunter, is Mr. Abdallah in compliance with the court's orders?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Abdallah was placed on 12 months probation on June 15th of 2023. Since that time, he has completed the alcohol highway safety level 1, the victim's impact panel as well. He's watched the consequences video, and he's paid the full balance of fines and costs of $750. He has currently has a zero balance as a result of that, and his tests are negative. Last tested on October 14th was negative for all non-prescribed medications.
All right, very good. So you recommend that he continues?
Yes, Your Honor. I should mention in the last review, I had stated that he had a scheduled appointment for Tuesday, September 26th with Detroit Elmhurst House for counseling with Don Smith. There was an issue with that particular agency, so he did an intake for Mindful Care of Michigan with Dr. Tamir, Tamir Aldad, Aldad. He had the initial appointment, and he has a follow-up in mid-November. I've asked Mr. Abdallah to provide that documentation to me regarding his next appointment.
All right, Mr. Abdallah, make sure you get that done, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
All right, did you have any questions for the court?
No, Your Honor. Again, my gratitude to the court and the consideration.
Yes, sir. Continue to work hard, continue to do the things that you're doing. Getting that counseling is really critical. So you want to follow up and do that, okay?
I will. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I will give a next return to court date, again, of November 28th, 2023, and that is going to be at 10 o'clock a.m.
Got it, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. And thank you, Mr. Abdallah. Mr. Alameen should be on. Mr. Alameen, if you can get in one place and get in your camera, then the court reporter will turn your camera back on for you. Please get in one place. That's really distracting when people are moving around a whole lot. There we go. All right, I have for Mr. Alameen, SP 118-47242. Mr. Hunter, you've already placed your appearance on the record. Mr. Alameen, unmute and state your full name for me, please. Oops, I think unmute again for me.
Muhammad Alameen.
There you go. All right, wonderful. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Hunter, is Mr. Alameen in compliance?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Alameen was placed on 12 months probation, August 23rd, 2022. Since that time, Your Honor, the defendant has provided documentation and proof of education with Michigan high school equivalence, with his Michigan high school equivalency certificate dated May 12th of 2011. Drug screens have continued to be negative for all non-prescribed medications. During the last review, the only thing in essence that he had left was the community service. At that time, he had eight of 40 hours completed of community service with Diamond's House of Care. As of this time, Your Honor, I received a update from Community Service Department yesterday showing that he's completed all 40 hours of his community service with Diamond's House of Care. So that is completed at this time. And I should also mention, Your Honor, that he has paid the full balance of fines and costs of $605, so he has a zero balance at this time.
So has he completed all of the terms and conditions of his probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
And he started probation when?
That was started on August 23rd of 2022.
All right, and is there any reason why we would keep Mr. Alameen on probation beyond today?
Not that I see, Your Honor.
All right, then you're making the recommendation for him to be discharged?
Yes, Your Honor. Discharged with improvement.
All right. Discharged with improvement, no objection from the attorneys?
No objection, Judge. We will concur discharge with improvement. Congratulations, sir.
All right, Mr. I haven't discharged him yet, Mr. Alameen. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, you know, we had a rough start, sir. Me and you had a rough start. You
Yeah.
came wrong and I retaliated. I was like, you're not gonna talk to me that way. And let's look at us now. We both put our pride aside and said, let's do the work that we need to get done. I'm here to help you and you here to help yourself. And you got it done. I am excited for you. And so I am going to discharge you from probation on today. You are done with us. Come on, y'all. We're gonna celebrate Mr. Alameen. He is done. Yeah.
Thank you.
You are all set. All right, sir. I don't want to see you in this way again. If you ever want to volunteer at 36th District Court or help with one of our specialty court programs, you are free to do that, but don't come back here with no tickets, okay?
All right. Thank you for everything.
All right, you're very welcome. Take care. All
You too,
right,
thank you.
very good. All right, you are all set.
Thank you,
Mr.
Judge.
Hunter,
All right.
thank you. I appreciate you all.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to put these dates on and I'm going to take 2 minutes to breathe and then I'm ready to go to trial. Or to handle the trial docket.
Ready in 5 minutes.
Y'all gonna be ready in 5 minutes or y'all ready now? Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Well, let's go. I'm ready on the 10:45 a.m. docket.
Yes.
Come on.
My clients are in.
Breakout room.
In breakout rooms? Okay, let's bring them in. While they're doing that, I'll put dates on the record.
Yes.
Let's go. I have for Jason Arrington, Z8087041. Mr. Arrington had a face-to-face. His next return to court date will be October 31st, 2023, and that's going to be at 9:45 a.m. I have for Jeffrey Franklin, case number SP 105-98852, SP 134-56022, SP 842-3931, and case number 134-045831. Mr. Franklin, I did the wrong file. Hold up. Mr. Franklin will be, hold up. I wrote the wrong file. All right. Mr. Franklin will be returning on October 31st, 2023, and his time will be 8:45 a.m. All right, I have for Mr. James Fry, case number 210-456-7901. Mr. Fry had a face-to-face today. His return to court date will be October 31st, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. I have for Charlotta Jackson, U88788812. She had a face-to-face on today. She will return on October 31st at 9:45 a.m. For Lewis Johnson, case number Z8082531. Mr. Johnson also had a face-to-face on today. Mr. Johnson will be returning to court. That will be on October 31st, 2023, and that will be at 9:45 a.m. for Milton Owens, case number U598-45421. Mr. Owens also had a face-to-face on today. His return to court date will be October 31st, 2023, and that is going to be at 9:45 a.m. And if you all are ready, I will forego a short break and let's do the 10:45 a.m. docket. Are we ready? Let's go. Let's do it. Everybody's brought in. Turn your cameras on. Let's do it. I'm ready to move. Never mind. No, I can't. So I said, never mind. All right. Are we ready? I don't see everybody's cameras on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. I'm going to call who I see. I have at the top of my docket, Kiana Alexander. Are the parties ready on Alexander?
Ready, Your Honor.
I have case number SP 149-32481. For Miss, who's representing Miss where am I? Miss Alexander.
Robert Jenkins on behalf of Kiana Alexander. Ma'am, please state your name for the record and unmute your mute.
Kiana Alexander.
Thank you and good morning. Do we have officers here on the Alexander? I think I see Officer Mullen. Put your name
Yes.
and badge number on the record.
Officer Mullen, badge 2632.
All right, thank you. How are we proceeding?
Judge, there's a recommendation from the people in exchange for my client's no contest plea to leaving the scene of a personal injury accident. The court would consider reducing that to failure to report an accident.
All right, let me have you raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm that, raise your right hand for me, Miss Alexander.
Yes.
Oh, there, I can see it now. All right. So do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down, Mr. Fikens. Before you start, let me have the prosecutor place your appearance on the record.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people. And Officer Mullins, I don't know if he stated his name and badge number already. Okay, thank you.
He did. Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Thank you, Your Honor. And you understand that in this matter, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a no contest plea, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead no contest?
No.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to a constitutional waiver for the purpose of establishing responsibility and liability in this case. We would stipulate in the face of the ticket to do so.
All right. And you're doing no contest.
That is correct, Judge.
All right. And it's been amended to failure to report an accident.
Yes, Judge.
All right. I'm accepting your plea. I've amended the charge. I'm ready for sentencing.
Judge, I just want to say that my client was cooperative with me when I spoke to her, friendly, wanted to work this matter out, realized her responsibility in this matter, and we had this matter worked out within about a minute. I just want you to know that because she seemed like a very respectful person and a very nice person.
All right, very good. For the prosecutor, was there anything that you or the officer want me to know before sentencing?
Yes, Judge, just briefly, this was a situation where the vehicle being driven by Miss Alexander hit a bicyclist, causing that bicyclist to have to be taken by ambulance to the hospital. He was injured. I did speak to Mr. Hardaway today. He chose to not be present today at sentencing, but will be pursuing this matter through civil means. Judge, I'm concerned that, you know, we can hit somebody on a bicycle and drive away like that person doesn't matter. Unfortunately, in this instance, I did have the opportunity to review some of the video with this case. Miss Alexander, and I know Officer Mullins can say this, is definitely in a better place now than she was that day. That day, Judge, she was in a condition that was almost scary. However, the people would ask that the court just sentence appropriately based on the facts people have presented.
All right, and you didn't have any sentencing recommendations, Ms. Walker?
Judge, I believe she's receiving treatment for the other issues that were concerning me on the day in question. Based on her appearance and demeanor today, the people would ask for a probationary term to ensure that she stays in the current condition that she is in today.
Okay, and how long is the probationary term?
People would ask for 6 months, Judge.
All right.
And Your Honor, in brief response, I don't think that amount of time is necessary to determine what I witnessed today. I think with treatment can be wrapped up in 30 to 60 days. 6 months seems to put it more in a punitive nature, and I don't think that's reasonably related to any form of treatment that she could receive or any treatment that she is receiving.
All right, and so I'm inclined to do the probation. This is what I'll do. I'll start the probation off at the 60 days. And if for any reason that I need to extend it, I will. But I want to make sure that you stay on track, Ms. Alexander. That's important given the nature of the charge and the great deal that you're actually getting on today, okay? So we'll start off with 60 days of probation, see where you are, and then I'll hear from your probation officer. We need to connect with probation this morning, where you are, and make sure that you're continuing. You're getting some type of counseling, is that correct, Ms. Alexander?
Yes.
All right, very good. And you're going in there and you're being open and honest so you can get the assistance that you need?
Yes.
All right, very good. I need you to continue. How often do you see your counselor?
Every 2 weeks.
All right, I want you to continue to do that and continue to work your program. Are you employed, Ms. Alexander?
Yes, but I've been laid off for a moment.
Okay, all right. And the reason I asked Mr. Fikens is because I'm going to also assess fines and costs. But if she can do, Mr. Ayers, I'm never gonna see you with that hat on your head like that. And I need y'all to turn this camera off because I'm in court. This is my professional job. This is my professional job. It is. All right. And so listen, I'm asking because while she's with us on a 60-day probation, I'm willing to give her community service. And then that way she'll be able to wrap everything up within those 60 days.
Thank you, Judge.
Miss Alexander, would you be willing to do community service?
Yes.
All right, very good. Any objection, prosecutor, to her being able to do community service since she's laid off?
No objection, Judge.
All right, very good. And so I want to give Officer Mullen, was there anything you wanted me to know before I close out sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to assess her 45 hours of community service. I'm going to give you a review date of December 18th, 2023. So I need you to get your communities, and that's going to be at 10:30 a.m. I need you to get your community service done, and I need you to, wait, I'm sorry, is that 60 days? I'm counting wrong. It's almost 60 days, right?
It's close.
It's really close. I'm gonna keep it on the 18th. So I'll see you on the 18th of December at 10:30. Make sure that you're going to your counseling, no missed sessions, that you're engaging and you're taking advantage of that service. And then also get your 45 hours of community service done. We're gonna have somebody, is somebody gonna come on from probation?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Is someone gonna come on from
Oh, I
probation?
was on the phone with another judge. I'm so sorry. Hold
That's okay, because I want to make sure she gets connected. December is not that far away, believe it or not. All right, Miss Alexander, do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right, any questions from any of the other parties?
No, Judge.
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'm gonna ask you to stay, Miss Alexander, until we get probation on. so you can make sure you can hit the ground running, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Officer Mullen. Please be safe.
Thank you, you too.
All right. I'm ready on my next trial matter, and that is for Antoine Ayers. I have the following matters. Is Mr. Ayers with us?
He was with us. He was with us with the hat, Judge. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure he took his hat off. Go ahead and let's turn his camera back on. Miss Alexander, you are free to leave. Mr. Ayers, let's turn your camera back on. All right, there we go. I have case numbers B13145723, B13145923, B13146023, B13146123, B13146223, B13146323, B13146423, B13146523, B13146623, B13146723. The people, you have already placed your appearance on the record. Prosecutor Walker, Mr. Fikens, you are representing Mr. Ayers, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Thank you. You've already placed your appearance on the record. Mr. Ayers, please state your full name for the record.
Antoine Ayers.
All right, good morning to you. It's still morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, thank you for smiling a little bit because I was thinking you was mean mugging me. All right, how are we proceeding, Mr. Fikens?
We've had discussions with the prosecutor in this matter. We can confirm what I believe is our understanding. We realize that my client realized he had to fix his fence to keep his dogs inside, to get them licensed, which would include necessarily vaccinations. We have talked about need for about 30 days to get into compliance. Is that correct, Ms. Walker?
Yes, Judge, the people's, we can't hear Mr. Fikens too well on this end, but the people's understanding with him was that within 30 days, Mr. Ayers will vaccinate and license his dog, that he will fix the fencing to make sure that that fencing contains the dogs. Investigator Maxwell, who is present in the court, will go out and inspect the fence the day before our court date. And also that Mr. Ayers will bring his dogs in at nighttime so they don't disturb the neighborhood.
Please bring them dogs in at night. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. All right. Let me have the investigator place your name and badge number on the record for me, please.
I'm Investigator Maxwell, badge number 23, Your Honor.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your patience this morning. Listen, Mr. Ayers, the people and the defense counsel, they are requesting an adjournment to give you an opportunity to come into compliance. I don't want you to take 30 days to come into compliance. I want to know that every week he has completed something to work toward compliance. I need him, I'm sorry, 30 days for him to fix his fence, unacceptable. 30 days for him to bring those dogs in at night so they don't disturb the public. That's unacceptable. Sir, you better be glad you're not my neighbor. And so, yeah, and so, yes, sir. And so, listen, I need you to get that done. Tell me what's your plan. Go ahead.
My dogs don't never be outside longer than that, and they never be outside all night. I only got one neighbor that complains on me, and then I had got into an argument with the
one neighbor is too much.
Well, if you got, well, you're right.
Okay, come on
and
now.
My gate was only disturbed because of the house behind me had got a new gate, which I told the officer, and they tore down their part of the gate and made my gate weaker. It's only one dog, and I got a big Crescent Canary. He just jumped the gate. He never gets into it with nobody. Everybody on the block like him.
Wait a minute, did you just say your dog jumped the gate? I wish you wouldn't give facts on the record, but let me say this, sir. You got to do something with your gate where your dog can't jump the gate, sir. Or you got to do something with your dog. Because you're gonna have the wrong person walking in your neighborhood and they gonna smoke your dog. And if their last name is Holmes, it's gonna be a smokable dog. I'm just telling you. You have got to get your gate fixed where your dog can't jump the gate. It's not fair to the community.
My gate is fixed.
It's not.
It was the neighbors behind me that got a new gate and tore down their gate, and that's the only reason my dog got out. They got their fix. It was their fix. It's on their side. I can't tear down their gate and put a that's fine. I got chains and leashes and everything, dog houses and everything taken care of. The dog got out of there, and that was just that time. I got everything
All
fixed.
right. Get it fixed, and then Investigator Maxwell is gonna go out and investigate, because I need to know that this is done, that it's a done deal. So listen, Investigator Maxwell, have at least some things been done with respect to this dog, to your knowledge?
Not that I'm aware of yet, Your Honor. I went and talked to a couple neighbors yesterday. I don't see licensed rabies in the system. We've been going out there since sometime in 2022 for these dogs. So I'm just trying to get it resolved. I begged and pleaded that day with him to try to listen and understand with me, so I didn't have to go this route, but here we are, Your Honor.
All right, well, this is certainly gonna be a ride, sir, if you don't get these things taken care of. I'm gonna give the 30 days. I'm going to bring you back. Today is the 24th. I will bring you back on, let's go with, can we do December? No, not December, November. Let's do November 21st. That's 30 days.
Thank you.
Right at 30 days. All right, I'm gonna bring him back. November, what did I say? 21st, 2023. And that's going to be at 10:45 a.m. I'm still going to, do you want me to schedule those for trial, Ms. Walker?
Yes, Judge, let's schedule for trial, and I would just like the record to indicate we'll have Officer Maxwell go out on the 20th to check to make sure everything is completed with the fencing, talk to the neighbors, and his system will tell him if these dogs have been licensed and rabies vaccination. And just so we're clear, according to the neighbors, there is a big brown dog and a little black dog at that location, Judge. There are 2 dogs as of yesterday when I spoke to the neighbor.
All right. All right. It doesn't matter, sir. One neighbor, that's one too many. It's one too many. Get your attitude together, Mr. Ayers, and just get your dogs into compliance. Sometimes you have to walk them out and other people, no, obviously you don't. There's an allegation that you don't. And so listen, Mr. Ayers, we're not gonna put the facts on the record because we may have to go to trial. What I'm saying to you is the people have given you a great deal. You've got 30 days, you're not even listening. Because see, when your hand up and you looking out the window, you're not hearing anything I'm saying. You getting your argument ready, and it's not gonna be an argument. Because this is what we're gonna do, 30 days, get it together. If you feel that you're right, get it together. Have an open mind and talk to the investigator to make sure that the things that you're doing, you're in compliance. It's real simple. If your dogs are licensed and vaccinated, it would show up in the system. It's not in the system, so that means your dog ain't licensed and vaccinated. Get your dog licensed and vaccinated. So just follow the instructions. That's it. Follow the instructions. What is it, Mr. Ayers?
But I do got them vaccinated because I vaccinated them myself, and I got the receipts to prove that. And the officer
sir, you need to follow. We're not going through all of that. If you vaccinated yourself, then who in the heavens know that your dogs are vaccinated but you?
All right,
now
so
quit it. There's a system that the city has that you must follow. You know what? Make up your own rules and see how that works. Let me tell y'all what we're gonna do. Mr. Ayers gonna come in person on November 28th. Because I promise you, if he on 21st, if he didn't do what he was supposed to do, it's gonna be a bad misunderstanding in courtroom 133. You are to report in person at 421 Madison in the city of Detroit. Courtroom 133, Judge Shannon A. Holmes. The name is on the door on the first floor. All I'm gonna say to you, Mr. Ayers, get yourself together, or it's gonna be a bad misunderstanding in courtroom 133 on November 21st. I'm done. Everybody have a wonderful day. That ends my docket. Thank you all for your help and your work. I appreciate you all. We are on standby. This is problem solving court. Anything can happen.